so
Girl, I have to wait till I pull it up here.
Okay.
To see what we actually look like. Okay, so it still says waiting for MADCURLS. Why does it say that? We're here, we're live.
Maybe we're imposters.
We're here. Can you see us?
Okay, so that didn't copy.
Can you guys see us? Hi, can you see us?
I have to copy.
Girl, I said we do this every week.
I know, and I said, all right, so I hate when it doesn't work.
Oh, yes, hi. We can see. Okay, there's the comments. Okay, hi. Hello. Okay, so first things first. I don't like the way this is sitting on my head. Okay.
Girl.
Girl. Who is she even? Who is she even?
Who is she? She is you.
She is me. I am she. She is I. I is she. We're in a busted mood right now. What were we just doing? We were just singing. I don't know.
I was singing Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
Oh my gosh.
How did I get that song in my mind the other day?
I
looked at the
probably
lyrics.
because I started singing it.
Yeah, sometimes we'll like be talking.
Thank you, Natalie. I had to show out for the live stream. Why? I don't know. But it's the only time I get to show out.
I know, online. Seriously.
We don't go nowhere.
Except they're going to open up the world this weekend, you said?
Yeah, well, in Connecticut, they're opening up restaurants and fitness centers 100%. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, so just Connecticut.
And they said CDC now say that we can be 3 feet apart instead of 6 feet apart. So things are loosening up a bit.
But just because they say don't mean we have to do it.
Just because, girl.
I don't want to be 3 feet near anybody.
Just say it.
I don't.
Keep our distance.
I was quite enjoying the pandemic.
Girl. With all the distancing and staying in the house and sweatpants.
I sure did.
And all that.
Yep.
Hi, guys. Happy Friday. Hello. Hello. It's been a while. Well, we weren't here last week.
Yeah,
we're here this week.
Just 1 week. It hasn't been a while. Just one little.
Girl, so that's a while, girl. It's been, what, 14 days? 7 days? 14 days? 7 days? 14? You hear that? What's that?
Don't start.
Is that the attic?
That would be the attic. I don't mean Adam. Like, I'm not Adam. I say I keep calling
scratching
doggy,
in the attic.
I keep calling the doggy Adam. I said, today, doggy big chicken. Lily livers.
Guys, look how much my hair is growing. Let me show you guys the hair.
I know.
You
It
guys
really is.
See this? Like, I don't know what to do with it. It's like, what do you do with it? But just style it and it's on your head. I have,
That's what you do.
MICHE. Pomegranate and honey. The leave-in and the mousse in my hair. That's what I styled my hair with today. And my curls are just chunking together. Like, I have to separate them. I've never had to do that.
No?
Like, separate curls. Like, you take it with some oil in your hands and, like, separate them because they're, like, humongous spirals.
Is it just because of the product that you use or just because it's getting long?
Both, I think.
Okay.
Definitely with mousse. It definitely clumps my curls together more.
Really? I wouldn't have thought mousse.
And I have a love-hate relationship with these little curls I put out. Sometimes they look cute and other times they're just chilling on my head. Like, I like to tuck them behind my ear.
Guys, I'm just trying to put this on my Facebook page.
And someone asked me today, they're like, are you growing your hair out? And I was like, I think so. I think that's what's happening. She loves the matching we did today. Yes, I had to match her vibe because you're wearing your MADCURLS MS shirt.
Yes, this is a shirt Hey made for me last year. Was it last year?
No, I think it was the year before.
Okay, for Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month, which is March. So this is one of these styles. Can you see it kind of?
Yeah, well, so you can't go by here. You have to go by here, which if you were on the chat, girl, you would see it. You had it pulled up, girl. She's like a high school student right now, slumped over on her device. I'm not with the vibes right now. What are you? Oh, you're putting it on Facebook. You're promoting it on Facebook. Okay. I see what's happening. I see what's happening. Let me tilt it a little bit more.
So then I told Spencer, do you know what this month is? And I said, what you gonna do for me? And I told him, it's Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month, and he said, thank you for telling me. Now I'm aware.
Okay, so since we tilted it down, this ain't working.
Why not?
Okay, there's just a lot going on.
What, angles?
I have like little sweatpants on. It doesn't even go with the outfit, but they're because I figured all we would do would be my top.
Get some sweatpants.
Boohoo, and like they're acting like Boohoo, like they're so pilled.
Oh, that's
after like 2 washes, they're all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were playing me.
No.
Oh, I thought you were dead serious. Like, oh, where'd you get them, girl? You was playing me.
Yeah.
Okay, girl, bust it. Oh, girl, I missed it.
It's okay.
There'll be plenty of time for more.
We got the whole night ahead of us. The night's still young.
My hair's growing so fast. I know. Like now, I feel like it's just like picking up speed, and
yeah, that's what happens. Then it kind of like round.
I know,
in the
and I'm
corner.
excited to see how it looks when it starts like coming out. I can't wait to be able to do a style, like something, like half up, half down, pull here, like just something. Okay. I feel like I can't like push it over here and like put a clip because I'll look like a 4-year-old.
You could do that now, kind of.
I don't think
right?
so. Like maybe. Guys, what do you think? If I like clip a clippity clip here, right? Maybe I have so much energy because you just made me a plate. You cooked some food and then you were like, "Tay, I got a plate for you downstairs." And I was like, "Oh, who loves plates? I love plates." A plate. You made some rice, and
I did like, what do they call it? They called it a
vegetable medley.
They call it like a pan meal or something. Like you put everything on the baking sheet and slide it in the oven, and then you're done with it. That's what I did. And
it was like cauliflower, broccoli, all the peppers, like the red, yellow, orange, green. You did onion. No, you did shallots, yes. Asparagus tips, corn, potatoes, regular potatoes, sweet potatoes,
red potatoes.
Yeah. Oh, so good. And then you season it with like this like lime chili seasoning. So good. Oh, and then you threw some shrimp in there too.
I did. Yes, I slide it out in 25 minutes.
I'm gonna be here till 3 o'clock in the morning. That's how much energy I got.
And slide it
from the plate that was made. So good. How do you guys style with mousse? So I use a leave-in, and then I put the mousse on top.
So what leave-in do you use?
I'm very generous with the mousse.
With that pomegranate one.
I use the leave-in. Girl,
pomegranate.
Was that a joke, or were you serious?
It slipped out.
Okay, yeah, no, it's not pomegranate. It's pomegranate. Anywho. I use the leave-in that goes with it.
Oh, can I leave-in?
Yeah.
Why do I forget these things?
Yeah. You know what? I saw somebody leave a comment last week about why these natural hair brands don't do like, a Mielle X MADCURL or something, like we create some or something like that. They're like that they'd rather use celebrities, and that is so true because like I saw like Mielle saying like congratulations to Meg Thee Stallion because she won a Grammy, and they're like our global brand ambassador. I'm like Meg Thee Stallion be wearing Mielle,
right?
Like some of the like Mielle, I feel like is huge for that. Like who else does that? They have like all these celebrity ambassadors, and I'm just like, do they? I'm like, okay, like all right, but I mean like Nike and stuff does it, but I feel like natural hair. I don't know.
They think they missed the mark with that because celebrities really don't sell things as much as influencers, because like YouTube, is like the thing now, so they're just that's yesteryear celebrities. They really are.
Yeah, I was like,
they'll get with the program. That's a lot of them
I feel like a celebrity, not just because they're a celebrity. I feel like they couldn't sell me anything. I like to see like actual people, I guess,
stories,
or
and lives. And,
I'd be more likely to buy my own product if I saw like Naturally 85 waving it around than Meg Thee Stallion. Like I don't know,
like it's more like attainable, like more touchable. I didn't see Meg Thee Stallion setting up no live, and if they do, it's not like kind of like back and forth. It's kind of like maybe they're just sitting there just talking to their audience, but it's not really like an exchange.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can't really connect as a celebrity. Everybody's just
kind of like,
thank you. Fangirl.
Oh, so when Meg Thee Stallion wore her own hair, yeah, totally. Like I'm sure she styles her hair with Mielle, her natural hair. But I don't know. I feel like the natural hair community was just so, like I don't know, kind of built around like YouTube and stuff. Like I don't know. Like I feel like there are other like I guess natural hair influencers who I'd rather see like promote the brands and be the global brand ambassadors than a celebrity, like a random celebrity. Like hey, we like I don't know. That's just me.
To me that's a bad call.
That's
anyway,
that's just
me. Mielle.
Who am I?
What was the T on Mielle?
Girl, every time we talk about we used to talk about the tea about Mielle. I don't know that they came for somebody because they said they gave a bad review. I think that's why. The tea.
So you buying that.
But the mousse is fire. But the only thing that's not fire about the mousse is the pump. And I don't know something about Mielle and the pomegranate line and their pumps, because there was an issue with the shampoo, but the pump this morning was like impossible. It was really annoying actually, but I was determined to get it out because the product is that good. But like when you push it down, like I have to like flick it up, and then like I have to push it down, and then I have to like flick it up. It doesn't just like a mousse. You should go pump.
Right.
Like I can't.
Yeah, that happened one time with me with the Alikay. Remember, I took it all apart, and then I saw all kind of like what made the lemongrass mousse, that's so like that gets annoying. What is that called? Is that
Tasha? They just don't want to play influencers. They're probably paying Meg Thee Stallion like 10 times what they'd have to pay Probably a natural hair influencer to
no, like
be the global brand ambassador.
Tutorials, girl.
Okay.
What else skills I throw in Nikki?
Right,
tutorials?
So she would probably make a lot of money. Maybe it depends on who the person is. Who the person is.
That's why celebrities are like trying to get on like YouTube channels like Kim Kardashian.
But who would be a natural hair influencer that's like as big as Meg the Stallion is that would ask for a Meg the Stallion price like or like a Meg the Stallion cut, like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. So why don't they go with influencers in? Because they could.
Because it could be cheap.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Cut the check.
Why people do what they do, girl. Okay, so let me move you on over to the channel now. Finally.
So I saw somebody said that they saw that my long-term sub position ended. Yeah, so the teacher that I was covering for like 2.5 months, she came back, so I am back where I was as the permanent building sub, and I actually don't mind. It's almost like a little break. Again, I've been enjoying just putting my purse over my shoulder at the end of the day and walking out when the day ends, because I was definitely staying till like 4 o'clock when I was covering that position, like planning and grading. And
you let people follow you, girl?
Girl, on Instagrizzle.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because you know my mind was always Facebook.
Facebook. Oh, girl, bust it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm actually not that I'm happy it ended, but like it was nice. They're all like just what is it? Like learning opportunities for like the real thing, which I'm really aiming for in the fall. I feel like there's probably no excuse at this point why I can't jump in full time, and I would like to jump in full time, but in this district. So like fingers crossed, y'all. We all gonna be one in prayer that I think there isn't an opening coming in the fall. I particularly want 6th grade. I'll put it all out there. Everything I want on the universe. Like I want the 6th grade position. I'm certified K6, and I want the 6th grade position, and I want it in the district that I'm in. Because I love this district.
I think I think to me it's like an easy transfer because you've been there. They know you.
Yeah.
And you've done all of like the different places that you could be.
Right.
So what would you? So where's the opening at the main campus?
Yeah. So they have like 2 different, because there's like a main and they have a STEM program, and so I'm not really sure. I just know it's gonna be 6th grade. Not really sure where I'm gonna be placed. But now that I've worked both places, I love them both. So people ask like, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the main campus? Do you prefer the STEM? Like I absolutely love them both. Love both people. Like all like the coworkers that I work with on both places. Love the environments of both places. Like I would be blessed to work either place. I just want in like full time as a teacher. Like,
who was it? I just saw somebody ask. Did you have to get the vaccine? Who just asked?
So I did not have to. So I did not. The first go round they did it, but the second time around I am. So I am signed up now to get it, and I felt that I should get it.
And so then they're gonna come back again, and like.
So I don't think they're coming back again. Like so I would have to go for my second one. So the one that they offer, you need like the 2-dose one. I think it's Moderna. I think it's the Moderna one. So I have to. On April 1st, I would get my first, and then I would go another day to get my second. So
okay, and so like it's your choice, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to.
So that's what we were saying the other day. Like when you make up your mind, because I finally made my mind. I think probably it's what I should do, because people that I didn't even think were going to do it, I'm hearing that they're doing it, and so I'm thinking I don't want to like be in a point where they're gonna start like demanding that people have their vaccine card and we can't go into stores. I think like stores like Target and Walmart, places like that, I have a feeling are going to start demanding these cards, because to me it seems like there's more people getting it.
Yeah, I think, what did it say on the news? Like there was like 200 million or something. Like people are getting it, and so like once we're able to maybe take our masks off and stuff, like I want to be in the lineup of like being like
take
covered.
Your mask off just because you have that.
No. I'm saying like, but things are like opening up more and more, and like who knows like how more stuff is gonna roll out in the coming months. And I just feel like I should be covered. So like I definitely I think at this point want to get the vaccine, especially with I work in a school and they are opening us up a lot. So we went from now like 4 days after April break. We're going to be 5 days a week. There are more kids in the building than kids like learning at home at this point. A lot of people are back in the building. So it's
Does that mean that we survived this? Do you think it's over? What do you think?
I don't know.
Like it seems like all of a sudden things are just picking up speed, right? What do you guys think? You think it's over?
Sorts. What do you guys think? Bree, totally get the Mousse. I loved it since I first got it. It's really good. I hadn't used it in a few wash days, and I decided to use it today, and I was so happy I did. I actually took a nap on this hair.
It's not over, Power Brown said. Okay.
I was like all over my bed taking a nap because I needed a good nap, and it's probably why my hair is so, it's like a little bit full. I picked up some more mousse like in my hand and like refreshed it, just kind of ran it through my curls when I woke up from my nap. So.
Yeah, they keep like, so Diane said my problem with it is that they say it's not going to help with the new strain, so you have to get another shot. Yeah, they keep like having, I don't know if they made them yet, but we're going to need boosters. So these new strains keep coming out, right? I don't know.
Yeah, Tasha, I don't think it's over. I heard Europe shut down. Normally they're a few weeks ahead of us, so. I don't know, and then where's the other comment says, like, I don't think it's over, we'll just slowly get closer to normal, or I saw somebody say that we're just kind of learning to live with it. I think all those things are true.
Yeah, it's kind of like we're learning to live with it. I don't think I'm too cavalier, but...
No, I still mask up and stuff, wash my hands.
Completely,
keep my distance, not all up on folks.
Exactly.
And touching people's stuff. Today, someone came over and asked if they could use my stapler, and he was like, can you staple it for me? He's like, I don't want to touch your stapler. And I'm like, sure. And like another teacher borrowed another teacher's pen, and then I saw her wipe the pen down with a wipe before she handed the pen back over. So like we're still like seriously cautious, you know, of certain things. So we're talking about the MICHE pomegranate and honey mousse. That is A1. That's what's in my hair tonight. And that and the leave-in. Guys, aren't these earrings cool? They're from Shein. I bought a whole bunch of like cute, kind of like big earrings like this. So I thought they look cute with like my short hair.
You said it's Barbie, right? So
I think it's Barbie. There's like some faces on it.
Yeah, is it Barbie? Faces of Barbie, or is it like Barbie and her friend?
Girl, you tell me. I can't say.
I didn't even know it was Barbie to begin with.
Okay, so maybe it's not Barbie. Then who is it? What
made you think it was Barbie?
Because it looked Barbie-ish. It looked like
Trust
Barbie.
Me, if it was Barbie, it would be pink and it would have the
no,
bee on
no,
it.
No. Because sometimes like they like modernize Barbie, so like I thought there was just like a modern Barbie face on my earring.
Okay. And then like the little part here that goes into your ear, that's cute because like it almost looks like a puzzle. Almost looks like have her head is up here. Oh. Very cute. Okay. Yes, it has definitely grown your hair in the last couple of weeks, I think. Looks so cute. Looks so full and healthy.
Thing is, I've never gotten a flu shot.
See, okay, because naturally, Connie said I got on the elevator with someone today, and he wasn't wearing a mask, and he was like, "Don't worry, I'm vaccinated and I'm military, so I just got tested. I was still uneasy." Yeah, because you don't know
that's nice, but we're still supposed to be masked up. Like that's not people. I mean, I heard someone in school say like she walked across the room, she got her mask, and she was like, "Oh, she's like, well, I'm vaccinated." Like they didn't say because you're vaccinated, you can take your mask off. They didn't say that. That's not what they said.
They didn't say that at all.
MICHE sells the mousse. MICHE.com. Sally Beauty might sell the mousse as well. I bought mine directly from MICHE. I didn't hunt in the website. Hunt websites to find it.
So Miss Bohemian, you use like all those layers. She said I use the lock method to moisturize my hair, then go in with foam. So you do liquid, oil, cream, and then you go in with the foam?
No, leave-in. Is it leave-in oil? Cream? Foam? Is that how it is? Is it liquid? Because what would the liquid be?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. It could be like a spray leave-in. I don't know.
What's in your hair tonight, girl? Sis.
What else, guys?
Is it curl mix?
Of course.
Guys, oh my gosh. Speaking of curl mix, I think we can say this because we're supposed to promote. I think we can. So we're going to tell you guys now that this coming Wednesday, March 24th, we will be going live for their Wash Day Wednesday. MADCURLS will be up there. We in the house. They asked us, I was like, Kim and Tim let us loose on their live stream. So we are going to be there. Like, we're going to be going live. Yeah. And doing our best curl mix wash and go. So guys, be there. Y'all better support MADCURLS. Go to their Facebook, follow it, and we will be there.
So so what's in my hair tonight is not the system as we all know it. So it's definitely the green one. But I did the green shampoo, the lemon cream shampoo, the lemon cream. I forgot to do this time. I forgot to do the conditioner.
It's 7 o'clock Central Time. Central Time. Whenever their Wednesday live stream starts, isn't it always 7 o'clock Central Time?
Yes.
CST. Time, right? Yeah, 7 CST Central Time. Their time. Yeah. Because they live in Chicago.
And East Coast time is 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock East Coast time. The rest of them time zones, y'all gotta know your own time zones. What would it be? If it's 8 o'clock here, it would be 5 o'clock in California, right?
Right.
how it goes. Then there was Mountain Time. Was that between Central and
who does Mountain Time?
Mountain Time? Wait, what are the Mountain Time states? Is that like North Dakota?
My phone. Remember, I said I need 2 devices when I sit down here because then I would start.
And like Nevada and stuff. Is that the mountain?
I don't know. I hate that. I don't have my
Angela, did doggy's mail come? What mail, sis? What mail? 5 o'clock.
All right. So anyway, so what's in my hair is the curl mix. But what I did was I used their leave-in. So their leave-in comes with the kit, the deep conditioner kit. So that's what I forgot to do today. I forgot to wash because I tried that the other day. Wash, condition, because some people do that. They wash, they condition, and then they deep condition. And I never did that before, but I did it the other day, and so I forgot that step today. But anyway, so it's the shampoo. It is the deep conditioner. I think it's the strawberry hibiscus. Then then I found the primer. I found a leftover primer from maybe a video or something we did. The Curl Mix primer.
Where did you find it at?
Downstairs in the box on the porch.
My box of products.
Probably. Why don't we have like 2 of everything? I couldn't find another deep conditioner or a primer. But anyway, so the primer, the deep conditioner, then I rinsed that out, and then I went in with the leave-in, like kind of like their standard leave-in. It's the strawberry hibiscus leave-in. So I put that in, and then I went in with the flaxseed gel, the green one. Okay. So I liked that leave-in. You have to try that leave-in. To me, it feels a little bit different than their avocado moisturizer. It's a little bit thinner to me, and I liked it. I really liked it.
Angela, where did you send it to? Did you send it to our P.O Box? Because we haven't had a P.O Box in a few months. So, guys, we don't have a P.O Box anymore. It's been a few months. At first, stuff that went to our P.O Box, they would call us and be like, hey, but now they're just sending stuff back. They're not actually telling us stuff is still coming to our P.O Box, so we don't have a P.O Box anymore.
Why don't we have a P.O Box? Did it pay our bills?
Yeah, I don't think it was really being utilized enough for us to keep it.
We're awful about going over there.
Even though it was right there. Yes,
we can, Evelina. We can choose whatever we want, but basically the regulars, not any of the fresh ones, because like you have every fresh one probably, and we do too. So why use a fresh one that somebody would be salivating for and they couldn't get it? So basically stick to the ones
I think they told us we had to use their wash and go system. So like whatever ones of the colors through like the system, the one that has like the shampoo, the conditioner, the avocado, and y'all know which one I did. Do y'all know which one I did? Do y'all know me that well?
Which one are you gonna do?
Which one? Oh, like so the one I'm like the. Do you guys like know what I'm gonna do? Like, what my color is?
And can you guess which one I'm going to choose?
Watermelon. See, you guys know me so
well.
well.
They know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I always said I love the watermelon one. What else would I pick? We thank customer service and Nourish Your Curls for a sponsor. Oh, awesome!
What is it?
Yeah, so Karen M said, by the way, we had a great customer service experience with Nourish Your Curls, your first sponsor. Awesome.
Wow. Okay. We'd like to hear that. Very good.
We got a good sponsor coming next week. We don't have one this week. I think that's gonna be an every week thing.
I like this one's coming next week because she was all about business. Like she has like the way she wants to do it, and
so next week's gonna be fun. Yeah, sometimes like people email us and they're like, "Hey, can we do it like April 5th or whatever Friday?" It's like, so I'm like, okay, like sure, if you want to pick your dates throughout, like whatever. So we don't have one this week, but we have one next week, and probably the week after. Sponsors. Sponsors.
And I like the lavender one too, Sherry. Yes.
Is it? Did she guess yours lemon cream? Or is that the one you wanted?
That's the one I'm gonna do. Yes, yeah. I believe. Yep, lemon cream definitely. So like that's what's in my hair right now, but with a different leave-in. But yeah, no.
I did the wash and go last weekend because where was I at last weekend? Oh, I met up with an old college friend and we went out and I did the watermelon wash and go and my curls look so good. I was like, yes.
What was the mousse you used before Mael?
Oh my gosh, there's been so many because I was on a mousse kick, but I believe before the Mael I was loving the dew mousse. The dew most def was high on my list, as well as the African Pride. That mousse, that
African Pride has a mousse?
Girl. It's like their I think it's part of their Moisture Miracle line. Okay. They have a mousse and it was really, really good. And I was using that one with the Sotanicals Curl Supreme Conditioning Dream.
You love that.
I do. And I had to find it at some like obscure place. I don't even know. A subscriber found, I think Misty Blue found it for me. She's like, I found it. And because it was sold out everywhere and she found it. And I had to buy a backup.
So Botanicals has a mousse. When I was on my Botanicals kick, I never got it. So it was, most of the time it was kind of sold out. We should try and see what that's about.
Yes, this is the Mayo Wash and Go Now. I did it this morning. I took a nap on it.
So it's soft, but like a hold. It's got like a nice hold on it.
Yeah, I think it's called like their hold. What do they call it? Their pomegranate and honey, like strong
I never tried
mousse or medium old mousse or curled mousse.
Would I be allowed to try it?
Girl, I don't. You know the pump. Honestly, I don't know.
Really?
The pump situation is serious.
So do you take the cap off and kind of pour it or
no? Pour it. It's a mousse.
I know, but like, do you really need the mousse consistency? You do?
Yes. Okay. We should try that though. Do you really need it to be the foam for it to work, or do you pour the juice out?
Yeah, I don't think you do.
Guys, what do you think?
Because it's still, you can see it's almost like the consistency, almost like bubbles. Okay, you know how bubbles make bubbles, and then when they're not bubbles, they're kind of like
how
that.
Bubbles make bubbles.
You know, like the juice makes bubbles.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the juice from the bubbles when it's not in foam state.
Guys, what do you think about that?
I think that you could go ham with it. I think that you got to be really careful. But I don't see why you couldn't pour like a little bit in your hand.
But it would be so watery. Like you'd probably have to pour it on straight directly on your head. Like I'm gonna pour it in my hand. It's all gonna come seeping through.
Right. You got to move quick.
And then get it up to that just seems like a mess, and it'll be sticky all down my neck and everything. That seems like a mess.
What product does that where it's basic? Oh, you know what? It's a skincare product. It's that it's a dermatological, the Clear Start.
Yes, the Clear Start, that foam.
Yeah.
No matter how much I shake it, it's still like I can't get it to my face fast enough.
It's like this preventative kind of salicylic acid, and it's called like brightening, and you squirt it in your hand, and no sooner do you get it in your hand, I mean, it immediately turns to liquid, and I just take what's like in my hand, put them together, and just kind of like pat it on my face, because there's no way the foam is going to make it to my face. It just always just dies in my hand like that.
Are you guys taking a break from hair videos for a while? I think so. Like nothing like consciously like, oh, we're not doing hair videos. Like I just think we're just living life, and I enjoy live streams, and that's like all we're doing at the moment. Like if we decide to pop back up, like, hey, we're gonna do hair, like do like a hair dedicated video, like, you know, cool, but
it's just when we used to do it, we were really, it was like boom, 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 2 or 3 a week or something. But now it would be something so sporadic. So if something really, really, you know, grabs our attention, then maybe. But
which something has actually recently, and I've actually wanted. They reached out and they want to send the product, and I had seen them before, and they sent it. And I really liked it. Been loving the shampoo, the conditioner, the what are they? It's called like Inahasi.
Okay. Yes.
You've
been using that a lot?
INAHSI or something. Yeah.
Okay.
I love that mint, that like their shampoo and conditioner, they're like minty. Super good. Like surpassed Eden BodyWorks. Like I was like, oh, I meant to tell the people, I'm like, we gotta put this on camera for the people. Because I'm like, I love the Eden BodyWorks one, and I think this one is just as good.
Oh, thank you, Bree, for the encouragement.
So there's that. If you guys ever heard it, it's like INASHI or INA.
Should I go grab
yeah,
let me go grab the collection.
Go grab the collect. Girl, make sure everything is in there. I don't know if anything's in the shop. Inahasi. That's pronounced like Inahasi or something like that on their website. Hold on. Why must we butcher everything?
Oh, because it's just what we do.
They're black owned, but I was like, wait, like we need to get a collab and a code. They sent the products, but I was like, we need a little bit more than that. Like, but the products I actually really, really like. INAHSI. How was that pronounced? Hold on. Hold on. Where's their like about us? Where's the pronunciation? I did. That's why I think it's in a C, and I don't know. I don't even know what how do you say it? Did you go to their page and find the pronunciation? Yeah, I'm on their about me. Where's like it phonetically? I definitely saw it phonetically the other day. This is gonna bug me. Maybe I saw it on the product. Was it on the product?
No, I just looked to see if I could see the blue, but maybe I just glanced really quickly. Maybe if I sit down, I'll be able to see it. Okay. Oh, good. I will ring.
Girl, a little ringety ring. You know. You know, a little jewelry for the people. So this was this was the box they sent, right? I feel like I've seen them floating around Instagram, and they reached out and they're like, hey, can we send some product? And I was like, sure. Again, but see, INAHSI. But this is their Soothing Mint Sulfate-Free Gentle Cleansing Shampoo and their Smoothing Mint Moisturizing Conditioner. I keep grabbing these going into the shower, and these rival I'm not Eden BodyWorks, the mint shampoo that I really the tea tree one. The tea tree one, that's what I meant. The tea tree. It's rivaling the tea tree one for me. Completely. And I really, really, really like it. These two are so good. And then there is a aloe hibiscus leave-in and a curl enhancing cream. I've done a wash and go with these. Really, really good.
Which one did I try the other day? I tried the leave-in the other day. I love the way it smells.
So this is the leave-in and the curling cream.
Okay.
Right?
I think I tried the curling cream.
Really good. And then this is the shampoo and conditioner, which are really good as well. They're Black owned. I would consider them a small business online, a small Black owned business. I mean, I'm sure they do business, but I don't really know if they're in like beauty supply stores or anywhere else they're sold besides their website. But and then there is also the Mango Hemp Restorative Hair Mask Deep Conditioner. You guys are screenshotting? No, I haven't tried this. I know, isn't the packaging cute? I feel like it's so like earthy.
Somebody said hold it up again, please.
I did, yeah.
You did? Okay.
Yep, that's what I was doing.
Okay. I don't try. Somebody said they love just recently used the TJN shampoo conditioner mask. Okay. So which flavor? Which collection?
Can we get some heat in this piece? A little bit of heat in the joint. Little.
I have too much here. I'm like so like low key. If y'all notice, I'm like so tired all of a sudden.
Are you sleepy?
I am. That's why I'm sitting over here minding my little business.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be minding everybody else's, right?
Night. I know, but you're trying to take an hour ride tomorrow. She has to return these shoes. Anybody on a Crocs?
Don't be saying stuff like that because my mother could be on. She hate when I do stuff like that.
Do what?
To go places.
Oh. Gam, we're coming to see you tomorrow. We're bringing actually my grandmother gave me curl mix tomorrow because she said she wants to go natural. So we're like, we wanted to try some curl mix. We're gonna
so then now
style her hair.
Even though I would know we'd be going someplace else, she said you guys are going right home, right? I'm like, yes, mom, we're going right home.
Girl, I'm sorry. But anyway, she bought Crocs. Anybody on a Crocs kick? We're on a Crocs kick.
We were. I was, but
girl, you are. You wear them all the time.
You know, I do, but they're my older ones because I was on a Crocs kick, and I got them this year thinking, like, okay, I finally found a shoe that will work for me and my mobility issues and all that. But no, they're so bouncy, they're so like buoyant that it messes with my equilibrium. I was in the grocery store the other day. Oh my gosh, it was too much bounciness. So I think the ones I wear now are so old that there is no cushion in there now. They're just like flat to the ground.
Anna C. Thank you.
That's
in a C.
Right, exactly.
I'm always busted. In a hot seat. I don't know where I got. Okay, in a C. There it is. In a C. I wonder where that came from. In a C. Tay, is it better than MICHE or Eden BodyWorks? I wouldn't compare it to MICHE, just because I don't feel like it's comparable to the MICHE cleansing shampoo, but it is comparable to the Eden BodyWorks one, and I want to say I maybe like it like a hair better. I felt like it was a little bit more moisturizing, if that's even possible, because the Eden BodyWorks one was already a super moisturizing, clarifying shampoo. So, the tea tree clarifying shampoo, but I really like it. I really like it.
Using that shampoo and you were mad like
you used it all. That's why I can't even say, you know what, let me try the Eden. That's why I've been able to use the Eden, because I don't have it anymore.
I did not use it all. No.
Where'd it go? Who used it then? Where'd it go?
You used it all, and I just had like maybe one or two uses.
Girl, how did I use it all?
I have no idea.
I didn't use it all. You were the last one to use it.
I didn't use it all.
You used it all. You used all that was left of it.
But what was I using it for? To get that blue out of my hair?
Yes, girl.
Yeah. What did I put? The blue shampoo. I left it in like overnight, 2 or 3 days. My hair was so dark for the longest.
Is it better than Camille Rose hairline? Yeah.
Really?
I don't use Camille Rose like that. I love her almond joy twisting butter, but that's about it.
Wait, what did somebody say? Me, oh, no, not that one. What hair? Let me see. I got that go with the honey. Oh, we haven't used the honey mousse yet, right? From Camille Rose.
No, actually.
Oh, no, it's from TGIN.
I actually looked for it today because I thought it might be in Target because I needed to send an order like over $35 so they would ship it to me because I was looking for things I could buy. But they didn't have the mousse for Camille Rose up there.
Where do you keep it in Camille Rose? I don't see that.
Someone says it better than Camille Rose.
Oh, that's right. The mousse that you just, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I have to stick with y'all.
Oh, Walmart has it. Okay.
Okay.
We don't frequent Walmart. I feel like we should go into Walmart one of these days.
I think so too. Like, to the hair
just
care
like,
aisle.
I don't know, just go into Walmart and grab a basket.
Whenever we go out, we just like Target, right?
We do. We do head straight to Target. We do. That's what we do.
Walmart has it. I just don't like the way those stores do that. Like, if Walmart has it, then Target may not. Why can't all stores carry all things?
Hi, kid sister.
Oh my goodness.
How are you? So nice to see you.
Okay. Yeah, we saw. I saw well wishes were being put on her page today. I think it was her sister, her protective sister, said she wasn't telling nobody's business or anything, but just to pray for kid sister, keep her in prayer. So we are definitely keeping you in prayer. Thank you for popping in. And when I saw that message on your Facebook page from your sister, the first thing I thought about was our hotheads. And she got the one that I liked. The pink.
Yeah. Was it it was ice cream on it?
Yeah.
It was ice cream? Yeah. It's ice cream.
Yeah. Always fond memories. Almond joy twisting butter isn't that much of a rave. You know, when it first came out, probably it was, but I mean, there's just so many things. Is there anything that's really a rave other than my curl mix?
That's a rave and a wave as a one and done. Actually, I love it for my
that
shorter
as a
hair.
One and done?
The almond joy twisting butter.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. And it's shiny and it's sickening, and the curls are like thick and just clumpy and.
So you use it as a one and done. We never used it. I used it with. Oh, somebody's at the door.
Is that dogginess?
Oh my goodness. So I used it with that as like kind of like the leave-in, and then on top I did the Camille Rose gel, but never. So is it drying? Does it give moisture? I mean,
it's definitely not drying.
No, because your hair was like super shiny today.
I'm gonna well, not next week because I'm gonna use the product that's our sponsor next week, but maybe the week after. I'll have to like do it on camera. Like you guys have to see it. Like it's good.
Okay.
It's a one and done. It's actually like something quick. When I'm just like, oh, I don't know what to put in my hair, I'll throw that in there. And the curls, it'll probably look similar to this. Like it's just, but it's just a cream. Like it's really good.
Difference between that and say their aloe gel, is it twisting butter, right? Is it aloe gel? And then they have that curl aid. So there is a distinct difference between each one, right? But I would think like the gel.
Valerie, I'm coming right for that question.
Okay, the butter gel to me, I would think would be like a one and done. I wouldn't have thought to do.
No, the almond dry as a one and done is sick.
Has anybody else tried the almond dry?
Valerie wants to know our thoughts on Pattern. I love it. It was my #1 for 2020. Loved Pattern. Love Pattern. Love their styling cream and their Stronghold gel. Love their clarifying shampoo, their moisture shampoo, all their conditioners. Amazing. Moisturizing.
Yeah, you swear by Pattern.
I love Pattern. I love like Pattern has to stay stocked in on my shelf. Because it's really good. Like someone just said, what's something that you don't reach for? Where did it go? Are there any brands or products you guys used to swear by that you just don't reach for anymore? So like I love to rotate. Actually, I won't even throw Pattern in that category because I do reach for Pattern. It's on my shelf. But what's a brand or something that we swore by but we just don't reach for anymore?
Anything I ever swore by seems like I'm
still reaching for.
But let me think. It'd have to be kind of like almost like drugstore brands because I know I swore by Curl Junkie and I still reach for that. I have my collection right here by me in this little
The Stronghold gel didn't flake.
container.
Not on me at all.
And then Curl Mix, definitely I'm still reaching for. So I'm thinking, what did I... Oh, you know what? It's not necessarily a styler, but guys, didn't I used to always swear by Prim Restore?
Right,
When
so
was the last time I reached for that?
Camille Rose would kind of fall into that category, like
Yes,
stuff
a
that we would
brand.
swear by, but we just don't reach for. So
Yeah.
you used Camille Rose a lot. It's so good, we just don't reach for it.
Right.
The Main Choice, some of their lines, like their tropical moringa line, really love that, but I don't reach for it.
Did we ever like really reach for it consistently? I mean, we loved it. We talked
reached
about
for
it.
something because that glaze is gone.
I know.
Something was being reached for because the glaze is gone.
But to me, it doesn't seem like it comes to mind that we just constantly talked about it. We did it. It was a fabulous wash and go. No denying that.
Shea Moisture. Were we ever like die hard Shea Moisturers? Some of their products were like good, right? Jamaican Black Castor Oil line.
Except the smells. Just
Coconut and
very
Hibiscus,
sweet.
like Curl Enhancing Cream was like OG.
But I can't.
Oh, the Manuka Honey and Refer
You used to
Oil Deep
swear by
Conditioner.
that.
Still really
Yeah.
good. I don't reach for it a lot now.
What in Sotanicals did I used to swear by?
Afrotastic.
I did, but yeah, I know. As a matter of fact, I threw it away the other day.
Karen F said, just can't tolerate the pattern scent. It doesn't linger though. Doesn't it dissipate? I find that it dissipates because we're not floral people. We hate floral scents. And so like the pattern scent is not my favorite at all.
Right.
It's not my favorite. But it does dissipate, I feel like. And I don't smell it within like, once it dries, I don't smell it.
A fan of pattern, just not much of a fan of Tracy.
Okay.
And you swear by it. What was I using? You were having the gel, right? The Stronghold gel to draw up my head in the back, the kitchen back here. That's what. But I never reach for that. I just don't reach for pattern.
I found pattern to be very drying for my hair. What? Well,
Anyway,
I love
the shampoo, the conditioner, all that. You love it.
I do.
Yeah.
And the stylers. The one styler I don't reach for the curl gel, and I don't reach for the leave-in conditioner. I don't reach for either of those.
Right, and that's how the whole thing started. Remember,
it started with the leave-in, and people were like, "What is this?
Yeah.
This what kind of styler is this?"
And the whole look of it was just like you put it in your hair, and it really didn't have much hold, and your hair was your hair, and so you just kind of like embraced your texture. And then she started coming out with the products that had hold on them and all of that. But those leave-ins initially had absolutely no hold.
Yeah.
And that was the styler.
We use Curl Smith. We use Curl Smith.
You definitely use Curl Smith. That hyaluronic deep conditioner, love that. Do you use any of their stylers? Like where we like reach for all the time?
I loved their weightless cream, weightless feather. Why don't I say feather light? It's not feather light, but they're weightless like cream, and then like their flexi jelly.
Right.
I like that more. My hair was longer. I used it once or twice, and with my hair being shorter, and it was okay. Maybe I have to try it now that I have a few more curls on my head. I tried it earlier on when I first cut my hair, and I was like, this is okay. In my shorter hair, so I have to try it in my longer, and my hair now that it's grown a little bit.
I swear by
weightless
that,
air dry. There it is.
What do I love that that serum, right? The hair serum. You put it, it's pink, and you put it in your hand, and then it kind of like melts into an oil. So I love that as a treatment. I'm trying to think, what style do I reach for constantly, and not probably something from Curl Smith that I would constantly reach for. I mean, it's a great brand. We love it. All of that. Oh, what I do reach for is in vitamins. That's what I reach for constantly.
Vitamins, girl. When you weren't reaching for them, your hair was busted.
Seriously,
girl,
that's the scary part, though.
Yeah,
that's the
like
scary
once you start, you can't stop, or else there's some repercussions.
Yeah,
serious
there
ones.
is. And I was panicking a couple of weeks ago because Ulta didn't have it. And I never even thought to actually go to Curl Smith's site. When I went there, they had just restocked. So if I had been there a day or two earlier, they would have been there. And so I started panicking because I know the damage that can happen when you run out or when you stop taking them. I took it very lightly.
It's like you gotta buy in bulk.
You do.
You gotta buy in bulk.
Yeah. It's
and don't wait till like the last minute to rebuy them.
No, it's nerve-wracking because I'm thinking, I hate to be so attached to something like that if it runs out, like, uh-oh. But, no, I didn't even take this, so y'all don't mind me. But no, I love them, but that's the only thing, they must stay stocked.
You tried the new pattern mask. I haven't tried it yet.
I did.
Yeah, you were just like, I tried the new pattern mask, and I'm just like,
because you're so territorial. Why? These things is made to be used.
Girl, what was scary? Give us a review.
Of what? Of the mask?
Yes.
What did I say? It felt like a gel kind of, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was very odd. It was a mask though, but it felt like a styler. It felt like a gel. And so I put it in my hair all over, and I think you have to wait maybe 5 to 15 minutes. I don't know. I don't remember. But it wasn't anything like earth-shattering. You know, nothing that really like left an impact in my brain that every time I deep condition, like I've got to reach for that. Like certain things do, and one of the things that does that is that Curlsmith, that hyaluronic, that like made an impact. Definitely the other day. I've had it for a while. Never really paid attention. Used it, you know, when I got it. But Curl Mix, that strawberry hibiscus. I'm glad they made it permanent now. Now I see why they did. At the time when they did, you know, I just kind of like really didn't pay attention. But glad that I have that here.
Oh, girl, you've been using that?
Yeah. Yeah, I have been. So I love that.
Why is the heat? Oh, the heat's facing over there. So
Because
my back is still freezing. I'm like, why can't I?
Well, because it's a little microscopic heater.
Oh, I'm like,
in
is your leg warm? Like,
no.
I'm cold.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So pattern. It was in the house, so I reached for it.
Okay.
But
You have to follow up with moisture though, immediately.
Wow.
You have to follow up with
What do you mean? Like, so when you rinse it out?
Yeah, you
so
have to follow up with something moisturizing.
Put in that leave-in,
Mm-hmm.
I think. I think I put in their leave-in.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, I'm going back to the old faithfuls again. After like the Sotanicals thing. I mean, I love Sotanicals, but I think, you know what? I think I got turned off by y'all because you were saying that their products weren't consistent, and I think they put out a message, and that was very nice and respectful for people that buy it and notice the difference. I like when people validate what we see, and they were saying if you go to the store, you buy Afrotastic, and the consistency or the color looks different, it's okay, it's safe to use. Go ahead and use it. It's the same product. It just looks different. See, I can't deal with that. I mean, there's natural products, and there's natural products like. Just because it's natural, like, I don't want the consistency to change that much. It makes me worried. So I think that's what kind of turned me off to that. And then I think I had so much Sotanicals, every single thing practically that they made. And at the time we were doing videos, and we just weren't using the stuff fast enough, and the stuff was going bad quicker. I've never, like, really seen products go that bad that quick. I mean, because we've done tons of videos, and all the other brands survived. Except that one tended to, a lot of the stuff, I was just throwing away.
Right.
So I don't like that because I just don't.
Lovely art. I was standing in Ulta the other day and I was staring at the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk mousse, and I was just staring at it, and I wanted to get it, and I ended up not getting it, but I should have because someone else paid for my Ulta order, but I should have thrown it in there at the time. But
Girl, you best.
I know I am.
Like mother, like daughter.
Girl. But people are saying they love that mousse. So if you see people are saying I should have got it. Bust it. I'll get it. What do you use it with? What do you use it with? What do you guys use it?
What's that?
Brown-eyed curly, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not applying to be a Sephora ambassador.
Your stint has come and gone.
Girl, that was with Ulta.
Oh.
My stint is never over.
Well, see, guys, that's why I throw my head back like a crazy person all the time. Cause see,
are you getting ready to take vitamins?
I just took one went down, but because I didn't do my antics because
thank God.
I didn't want to embarrass the heck out of you.
Thank
I just sat here and tried to swallow, but it didn't go down. Now I'm gonna have to act like my mother does. This is how she takes the pills.
This is so obnoxious. Love her smash.
Okay. That was
okay,
good.
that's for the show because typically it's like
I know. But one went down already.
Like no lie, like it's like 100. I'm like, Mom, like stop.
I know. I got it.
Swallow
I got it directly from my mother. Where she got it, I don't know. But it's almost like you're helping, like with gravity, like the pill go down your throat. So,
Kimberly, I'm not applying because I don't think I have like the reach like that to win something like that. Like I don't know. I don't think I'm not as active on Instagram, and I don't know. It's just not something that called me. Like, hey, apply for this and get people to vote for you, or write testimonials, or like it's just not something I was into. So.
So wait, so for their program is that you have to win the position?
Yeah, so like certain people, I have been seeing it on the timeline, people that are saying like, hey, I'm applying to be a Sephora ambassador. If I've ever done anything for you, you have to like click a link, fill out a thing, and like say, like give a testimonial about the person. And I guess the people with like the most testimonials or something, they win? Is that how it works? Like,
I don't know. So what do you mean if I've ever done anything for you? Like if you've done something for me,
yeah, like you have to give like a testimonial about them. So like say like a MADCURLS friend, like, hey, like, you know, TaylorAnne's from MADCURLS and I watch her channel and I love her spirit and what she does for her mom, and like you have to, like, or something like, or maybe she told me about a hair product and it worked on my hair and it's changed my life. Like you have to write something about the person and what they've like done for you, I guess, of sorts.
What do you guys think about entries like that? I always think like one is going to try to like outdo the next, and I don't think necessarily it's always like a fair playing ground. I think that the one with the most hard luck story, like say you throw in the fact that your mother had MS, why like would you necessarily win because of that over somebody that might be maybe like heavier into the beauty community, can really do something for Sephora, but why would you trump that because you have a hard luck story? You know what I mean? So I don't like the hard luck stories. We call them crying on the rock stories. You know, did you ever tell them that? Could we say that? That's how we couldn't say anything. Can we say it now?
Well, I think you can't say anything if you actually make it.
Okay, so they came after Tay.
I applied to be on Survivor.
Yeah.
And I got to talk to a producer.
Yeah.
And I was telling her about myself. And because you have to talk to a producer, and then if they pick, so like I did the video, I sent the video and sent myself, and I actually got a call like, hey, we want to talk to you. And so I got to talk to a producer, and I was telling her about myself, and I guess like my story wasn't interesting enough. Like she wanted to have like basically like a crying, like we said, we call it a crying on the rock moment, where like people are sitting there like, you know, I'm here because, you know, someone has cancer, or we're homeless, or we're this, or there's like, there has to be like a seriously emotional story, unless you're just like a seriously problematic character. There has to be several reasons why you could get on the show. Maybe you're problematic, they see like, you know, you could start some drama with somebody maybe, or you have a seriously like heart-wrenching story. Like one season, like a man, him and his mother were like super fans, and I think she was sick, and like he made it back home. I think he won that season. He made it back home just in time to tell her he won, and the next day she died. Like people have serious like stories, and so, like they were looking for something that would make me relevant, I guess, to the audience. And
you know how fast
I wasn't relevant enough, and they were like,
"Oh no, you were relevant enough. You didn't want to do it."
I didn't want to. I was telling her about my life, and she would want it to be like public, like, okay, this person is sick, or this is going on, or this. Like she wanted it all to be out there, like for the world. Like she wanted me to share like all of that, and it's like, well, what if I don't? What if I just want to come out and just be a good player because I love the show and and it's like, no, that's not enough. Like you have to be here because, you know, somebody's broken. You want to win the $1 million for your family. Like you have to have a story. And I was like, I don't know.
And you didn't want money enough. See, they need people that have to be motivated, and they felt like she wouldn't fight as hard for her team because money wasn't her motivation, because that's just, you know, nobody over here is like motivated like by money by that. So they didn't like the fact that she wasn't motivated by money, and you were just talking along, and oh my gosh, you let it slip that your mother had MS and your father had cancer. That did it. You're hired, basically. And then you were like, no way. Yeah. They didn't understand why you didn't like grasp at it, because to get to where you were, we found out that you could apply for Survivor, and you wouldn't get out there for anywhere from like 9 to 11 years. I mean, you're just not there. But you knew. Can we say who you knew or no?
No.
Okay. All right. Anyway, she knew the winner of one of the seasons, and that person put her
basically in the face of a producer.
Exactly. And so they called immediately, and that never happens. So they couldn't understand why you were like grasping at it, and you just kind of like didn't do it. And I felt like at the time, like, Tay, do you really want to go on there, or do you just want to try to impress this person that was on there? I'm like, you can make you talk about making fires and how you could eat anything. I'm like, this is my daughter. Are you really? Are you sure?
I could make a little fire. I could run a little tornado and monsoon. Doggy, please get down.
Yeah. So you were determined to go on there. You did a cute little video. Oh my God, the video was so cute. You were out in the yard. You threw leaves up to try to look like she was full of nature. Remember you did the leaves?
Girl, bust it.
Doggy,
So, why are you here?
They loved
Where's
her,
your babysitter?
but they didn't like her lack of enthusiasm for money. They didn't like that.
And the fact that I didn't want to share my personal life on the air.
Yeah. You're like mine, because you know, like the part when you're on the show, and then they always like have the person on the rock crying about their hardship at home, and you said like that's just not you. You don't want to draw attention to it. You want to play the game and play it like just because like you're there, and win because you're there, not because you're bringing a hardship story. Because every time you say they flash you, you'll be on the rock crying.
But guys, can you imagine? Like I would be out there, and they like pick your clothes and stuff. So like you get to pick your outfit, but then they dole them out to you as like the weeks go on. So like I'd be running out there with like a bikini on freezing for a few weeks if I made it that far, and then they dole out some more clothes to you. But I heard it's rough. Like there's no toilet paper, there's like nothing, like you're like pooing in the ocean and stuff, and there's
you can
bugs
only pick like
and
one or two like like if you pick deodorant, then you can't have toothpaste. If you pick toothpaste, then you can't like they pick certain, and then clothes too. You know, like you have to wear Daisy Dukes, you know, basically bikinis, walk around. That's why they all walk around like that, you know.
Bras and underwear.
Yeah, they have to approve of what you're going to be wearing. You couldn't go like all covered up.
Nope. No
you know?
covering.
Yep. So,
yeah.
Anyway, no.
I tried to do it to impress a guy, guys, but I thought better of it. It wasn't worth it.
I'm
it
like,
was too much. It was
like,
too
you better
much.
think long and hard. I
Next
said,
thing you know, I'd be off, and I'd be off in Fiji somewhere for a month, like playing that game, and no. Nope.
Yeah.
Dogginess, come here, boo-boo.
He is busy in the room. He's got a teddy bear, and he's thrashing it to and fro.
Come here, my sweet angel fish. Oh my goodness. He's your mama's sweet boy. Oh,
his birthday's next week.
His birthday.
We wanted to have a birthday haircut, so I didn't see the text. So you're definitely gonna have to get the groomer's number. She has to text you because I missed it, and she said that she was booking fast, and like this time frame right here was filling up fast. And like weeks ago, she told people like she said her favorite clients to book. I didn't see it, so I texted yesterday like like you know, Doggy's birthday's coming up. We want him groomed for next week, and there was nothing to be had. We're like, you got a hot mess, Doggy, for your birthday.
For your birthday, you're gonna be cute.
She loves him, so she tries to squeeze him in.
He's now accepting presents.
Yeah.
What kind of toys do you like to squeeze? Toys?
You're like, oh my god, you like toys?
Toys?
You like toys?
And treats?
And treats.
Toys and treats?
And treats. I see you. I see you. Oh my goodness, you want the mama? Oh my goodness.
Doggy.
Okay. You coming over, you saying?
This is all we get. It's as big as you're gonna get. It's all we get. There's no more.
Everyone say hi, Doggy.
No
Happy
more.
birthday, Doggy. He's so cute. Valerie said he's so cute.
He's so sweet.
That's Toretto. Is it Toretto? Said happy birthday, Doggy.
Well, the Tay on Survivor would be a vibe. It probably would be, because I'd be like,
grab my iPad so he doesn't knock it over. Okay. What
me on Survivor, girl, would be a vibe with my little buff, wearing it as like a top.
And then you're like, when they have family there, you want me to come out there? I'm like, hey, you know, I am not coming out to Fiji.
Listen, girl, I know you wouldn't come, girl. I had to pick somebody who would like we could win though. Like when they make us run and
my
do stuff.
mind and my thinking, I definitely would want to go out there and do that, but I am not walking in that sand and up and down them hills and sleeping out there. They act like that's a treat, like your family gets to go back to your bungalow and sleep for the night.
Girl, it's not a bungalow.
What is it?
Girl, it's a shelter.
Yeah.
It's not a bungalow.
And
Your family gets to go back to your bungalow.
Cook me some rice and caterpillars for the night and stuff. No, thank you.
Rice and caterpillars.
No, thank you.
I can't.
So as quick as it came into your mind, girls, as quick as it came, and I said, honey, you were never gonna get that guy. I said he is obsessed with Survivor, and sure enough, he's always on it.
He played again.
Not every season, practically. The reunion show, the greatest, the latest. I said, yeah, he's obsessed with Survivor.
You said the latest, the greatest. Season 40, the latest. Season 41, the greatest.
Yeah, you know, what is it? Adam versus Eve, and then his brothers with sisters, and his mothers and fathers. And I'm like, he's back there again. I said, see, girl, I'm so glad that you moved on. I said, because, you know, you'd be having a baby, and he'd be on Survivor on that island. And I said, no. He's obsessed.
See, she's always shutting down my dreams of men. You're like, nope.
No,
I just he'll be running on the island for idols. Like, move on.
Oh my God, I said that. I said,
and then we saw he played again. I'm like, look at, he's running on the island for idols. I'm like, you said it.
like, guess who's back on Survivor? I'm like, let me guess. Yeah, and I'm like, I said, I told you he was never gonna get done running for them idols.
Running for them idols.
And sure enough. Yeah, because he was so obsessed because when they would have like the live shows, like after Survivor, sometimes they'll have live shows. There he was, talking live. He was there for like the night when they all find out who the winner is. He was there chatting from Instagram. I'm like, he is upset. I'm like, girl, turn the other way. And I said, unless you, and that's when you got the idea to go on Survivor. But that's
like, you know what? I'm like, you can't beat him. Like, join him. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go on Survivor. And so I acted all interested, like, you know,
and he called a lot because he was trying to like guide and lead and direct and all that. And you just had, you're like, yeah. So anyway, so like, how was your day kind of thing? And he was just like, yeah, well, anyway, so now today I went, and then they had like all the black people kind of get together at like the winners or those that were on the show. Like they kind of like, after the show was long since it's aired, they become friends. So he was always going to parties with them, and everything was just Survivor obsessed. Yeah. And so you try to get into that little world, but no, I'm like, you better think long enough, because I'll be here home in my warm bed, and you'll be out in the aisle freezing, rainstorms, nothing stops them except COVID stopped them, right?
Yeah, COVID. Yeah, I don't think they've been filming. Nope.
Yeah. Nope.
That's funny. Girl, you're funny. You are funny.
It's
funny
called
gal.
red flags.
Girl, which you always seem to spot them, girl.
And you always seem to spot them, don't you?
Not intentionally. Okay, do you want to go back?
Oh, okay. I gave him too much attention. Now he's coming back over.
Hi.
You fair weather friend.
Oh my goodness.
What else is going on? Guys, did I tell you what happened to me today? That I was at work and I was covering for a teacher. And so there's a lot of kids, so like there's, you know, the kids will be in the classroom, but then sometimes I'm like, hey, like, do you guys, some of you will want to work in the hallway just to kind of like spread people out. And so like they love working in the hallway. So I sent these 3 boys to the hallway, said they could work, and part of me felt like they were gonna fool around, but I was just like, you know, okay, I'm giving you guys a chance, you know, to go work in the hallway. And so I had to go out there. They were building towers with their shields and stuff. And I'm like, all right, this is strike 1. I was like, I'm like, 3 strikes. I'm like, and you're coming back in the room. Walk back out there again, fooling around. I'm like, okay, this is strike 2. And so I was like, you guys are gonna be back sitting in the classroom. I didn't even get to strike 3 because one of them came running in and he was like, Miss Wesley. And I'm just like, yes, why are you in my face not doing your work now? Like, what can I do for you? Like, yes. And he was like, so-and-so's in the locker. And I'm like, what? And so he was like, so-and-so's locked in the locker. And I like jump up, right? And I'm like, what? So like I run to the hallway. It's like a ghost town. And then I hear like Miss Wesley from the locker. I'm like, what are you doing in the locker? I'm like, what are you doing in there? And so he was like, I don't know. Like, what do you don't know? Like, how did you get in? So they're fooling around. One of them opened the locker. The kid is like small, so like he got in the locker and closed the door. The kid's locked in the locker. And the lockers are kind of finicky anyway, so sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So the boy was like trying to like open the locker and it wouldn't open, and then like, I mean, finally he got it open, but I was just like, oh my gosh. And the boy was like, you know, it's kind of hard to breathe in here. And I'm just like, why? I'm like, this is 6th grade. I'm like, why do I have to watch you guys like this? I'm like, are you for real? Then of course I'm going to teacher, but like, this is completely unsafe. And I'm like, you know, I'm supposed to be able to trust you guys out here working, and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you lost my trust. How did you get in? Why did you work? Like, why? Why did you get in? What made you think this was a good idea to get and talking about some, you know, I can't breathe in here. It's not meant for humans. Like, why would you lock?
I said, they don't have enough work to do. I said, idle hands, girl, the devil's workshop.
They're supposed to be reading an article answering questions, and this kid is standing in my face saying so-and-so locked himself in the locker. Like, what made him think it was a good idea to step foot inside the locker and close the door? And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, just, what is there? Like, Cardi B, what is the reason? What is the reason? I just can't.
Okay, I need my iPad again.
Middle schoolers, like, you're supposed to be out there working. How did he, like, why are you stepping in locker? I don't understand.
You used to go in lockers? Look like a weirdo.
Simply to see if they could fit. Once you fit, okay, you're in. Like, step out. Why close the door? And then we know it's hard sometimes to like the lockers are busted anyway, and now the kid's in there, the kid can't open his locker, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, never turn your back, Becky said.
Like, I just couldn't. I couldn't even believe it. I couldn't even believe what the kid was saying. I was like, huh? What? What did you do?
Such a mom thing to say, Miss LoriAnne. Yeah, no. When you told me, when you texted me, you're like, Mom, like I'm freaking out over here, and I'm like, I said, them kids will have enough work to do. I said, when they finish in the time and I think they're going to speed through, like give them something else to do. Remember, I used to say, grab a worksheet, get another worksheet.
I said, now you gotta close it for full effect, like clearly. And he's just behind there, Miss Wesley. I'm like, yes. I'm like, what are you doing in there? Why would you do this?
Jada Jackson said it's sickening families losing their homes because the wage salary here is not livable. Where are you at?
Seriously, imagine they got stuck. Parents would blame the school for the kids' bustedness.
Oh,
yeah, like my
definitely.
job flashed, the kid suffocating, like everything was flashing before my face, and I'm just like, what in the world? Like, so I was like letting the boy like try to open it, but I was also thinking, okay, who has a locker key? Who had like, let me start getting the Hey, hey, why are you shaking that? Like, where's the janitor?
He's biting.
That's holding this down.
Oh, doggy, come here. You can't bite that.
Dogginess. Why won't he go lay on the bed? Is it because there's too much apparatus?
Maybe. Should I Google that and put him up here?
Yeah. See if he'll go lay down. Dogginess, can you lay down, please?
Doggy, come on.
Boys never need a reason, no. Like, part of me was like, it's just so middle school boy. Right. And the other part was just like, why? Why? You're supposed to be out here reading an article, answering questions, and you're opening lockers and getting inside. How? Doggy. And why? What is the reason?
Doggy. Come on.
I don't.
Doggy,
my mom's
right
moving
here.
him.
Right here. Come on up. Here's Petunia.
What else is news? What's celebrity news? Did you guys see that? Is her name Sweetie? Is that how you pronounce it, Sweetie? And Quavo broke up? Not that I was all into their relationship, but I know a lot of people were, and they were like relationship goals. Nobody should be your relationship goals ever in life. That should never just even be a phrase that comes out of your mouth like, oh, they're relationship goals, because you don't know what goes on behind the scenes. Like with me and Josh, when we posted that Thanksgiving picture with our Thanksgiving t-shirts, the you're my yam and I'm your sweetie pie or sweet potato, yes I am, those things, people were like relationship goals. Like, because we're wearing shirts that match. You see people on vacation, oh, relationship goals. Because they're on vacation, they could have been rocking and rolling that whole vacation. They took one picture, but they fought the whole vacation. Like, you don't know people's relationships. Like,
I know.
Bust it.
What is it? What constitutes a goal? Just because they see you on the t-shirt?
Girl, the t-shirts, girl, the t-shirts.
Okay.
Yeah, they're saying he cheated, which is so gross. Like, why? She's so cute, and it's just like, not that that even matters. Looks don't even matter, but I'm just saying, like, what is the reason people get into a relationship and then, like, cheat? Like, it's so gross.
It really is.
It's really, really gross.
It's just like, nothing's ever on anybody.
I didn't watch the Grammys. I feel like I watched award shows more when I was in, like, high school, college, when I was on Twitter, and it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Like, we'd all be watching it together on Twitter, and I think it was mostly just Twitter. Yeah, when I was in college and I was on Twitter, and dogginess, stop. No, it's not nice. But now, like, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I did see a TikTok, though, about how, what was it, Trevor Noah? Was it Trevor Noah stopping Beyonce and Meg Thee Stallion before they got off the stage? Because they won, like, a joint award for their song that they did, like, the Savage remix, right? And he stopped and he was like that Beyonce has like the most won Grammys ever in history, male or female, ever in the world. And like Meg was there and people were saying that was such kind of a cringe moment because it was both their moment and he made it about Beyonce, and they were saying it's similar to the Kanye West. Okay. It was like, and you can see like she never wants it. It was like, it's such a huge accomplishment, but her face like showed that it was just like, oh wow, like I wish you would have done this at a different time. Yeah. This is not the moment for that.
Well, because he was giving one person a compliment and then he felt like
it was both their award, but then he just singled her out like, hey, you're the most person who's ever won the most Grammys ever, and it's just Meg standing there like smiling, happy for her, but it was both their moment, and he made it just about Beyonce. And
what was the award?
They won, guys, what did they win? They won for, what is it, like, I don't know what they won for, but they did a song together and they won for the song, and they congratulated them for the song and stuff, but as they were walking off the stage, Trevor Noah was like, hey, just so you know, Beyonce's won the most Grammys ever in life or something like that, and he took the moment from them, it being both about them, to just Beyonce now, and people didn't like it. It was a little crusty.
Yeah.
J-Lo and A-Rod broke up. I heard they're working things out. That's what I heard. There's like mixed reviews.
Alright. Really? It just was, I thought I just heard about it last week, and so
Yeah, so everyone like ran to
Okay.
say like they broke up, but I thought I read again that they're like working it out, or they're
Okay.
still in.
How long were they together?
How long were they together? Weren't they dating 2 years and engaged 2 years, so 4 years?
Okay.
Excuse me, I think.
I don't really follow television like that. So he
Thank you, MADCURLS. Did any of you guys watch the Harry and Meghan interview with Oprah? What do you guys think about that? This is not the climate for bustedness. This is not the like no. Parts of that interview were just like, no, like no way. They were spilling the tea.
I know.
And then like some people were like, well, she should know basically how like the royal family is and this and that. And it's like that doesn't make it right. Like just because like we might know this history about them, like she fell in love with Harry. He was a prince. He's a royal. That doesn't mean she deserves the treatment that she got. Well, you should have known like the family. Like no, they need to change their ways because they're busted. Like imagine some of the questions like what color the skin was gonna be and like can you imagine like what? I'd be like
they just say things matter of factly, you know, with no regard to. Like how we think. Do they think differently than Americans think? Do we look deeper into things? They just say things almost kind of like cold sometimes, and it just it's like water off a duck's back sometimes. They just say things.
yeah.
You know.
Thanks so much for a super chat. I know, but what a question to ask, whether they say it matter-of-factly or not.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
What a question. Like, we just want to know. And then no titles. They didn't have one title for that baby. Not one title. There was no titles left.
They ran out.
They ran out of titles. He wasn't going to get a title. He's a whole royal.
I know.
And no
he is
title?
Is it the grandchild or the great-grandchild, right? The grandchild of the king.
Of the king. Who will be the king? And there are no titles. No. There was no titles for him. The grandchild of the king.
Girl.
Like, who's going to be the king?
No more titles to be
Not
had.
a title. Not a singular title could they find for Archie.
Not a one.
Just, wow.
Everyone can have titles.
Everybody couldn't. They ran out. William Dunn had 10 kids, and they all got titles. There was a title? Yeah. I thought they said there were he wasn't going to have a title.
I didn't think he had a title. What title does he have?
What title did he have?
So you are showing out. And they took protection away, yes.
Stop it.
That was busted.
Alone time is next. Go lay down.
Come on, go lay down.
Hi, cute face. Please be a good boy.
Okay, definitely racist in classes. Okay. Yeah, they do say the most disturbing things and racist things.
Earl of Dumbarton? Dumbarton?
I know they come up with these strange things. Did you ever get the Harry Potter gibbet you said you were gonna get?
Huh?
Did you ever get the Harry Potter
No, it's still sitting in my Amazon cart.
Okay.
I didn't get it yet. No title, no security, no nothing.
No. That part, the security part, that was very disturbing because
no title.
What does that say?
No security. He's a whole royal. No security.
They could just go out into public.
No Manny.
No Manny.
No Manny. No Manny left.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, personally, I don't blame Harry for leaving. He probably he's never gonna see that throne. He's so far down in line.
Right.
Because who was it? Charles, then William, and all his 3 kids, and then it would be Harry. So
yeah,
what are the odds?
Yeah,
very slim.
Boys and girls alike now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So I would have packed it up too for all that treatment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he used to be like, I remember when he was like around 5th. So in order to be 5th, it had to be Charles and then William and then maybe 2 more of Harry's. But yeah, it's just a done deal now.
Not cool. And then what was their statement that like the recollection of some events or something they said?
Yeah,
it was like no.
Their recollections differed.
Their recollections differed. Probably not.
Yeah.
That thin-lipped Kate.
I know, right? Harry showed his true love for his wife.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Now that's goals. Right.
Listen, okay? That's the standard. You gotta be willing.
Right.
He gave up his royal title, the royalty, for his woman, and I respect it.
I do too, girl. That's what I call loyalty.
Loyalty.
Capital L.
Guys, what are the things you look for in a man? Our loyalty is at the
Absolutely.
tippity top. Because you can feel, like, when someone's not being, like, loyal, it's not just, like, about cheating and stuff
Right.
like that.
Yes. I said that. I
there's
said
something
loyalty.
worse.
I said, what's more important, loyalty? I said, well, no, I said trust and commitment. I said, what are the two most
Leave
important
and
things?
cleave. We need a shirt. Leave and cleave. I love that.
He's in definitely busted mode.
Okay.
We don't do anything busted tonight.
Yes. Why have we been saying that late? You gotta cleave to your spouse.
Because
cleave.
we can't say it enough.
Cleave. People don't know how to cleave. They don't know how to cleave. News. Love it. Yeah.
We've been adding that extra lately.
We have. Loyalty is a big one. Yeah.
Yes. But I always say, what do you guys think? What's more important, trust or commitment? I always say, if I don't have trust, how could I commit? Because I can't trust you.
Right.
And if you commit, but you don't have the trust, well, what are you committing to then? You know, just lies.
Lies. Another lie.
Who got they many?
Yeah, many men don't know how to leave and cleave. Farrah Brown, can you expand on your thought? Because I feel like we're on the same thought process, but like maybe you can put it into words. They don't know how to leave. Like, what does that mean to you? Like, leave and cleave.
See, loyalty. There's the loyalty crew. That's what I'm talking about. The real gold standard, yeah.
He's going above and beyond for her and their new family, the real gold standard. Yeah.
Her
and the new family. The family that he made.
Mm-hmm.
He created.
I don't understand.
Had
is
a baby.
It this childlike mentality? Is it just me? Like, just am I just like a cold fish or whatever? But I feel like it's a pit stop, you know, in your family home that you grew up in. But then when you create your own family, what do I look like? Love my brother and sister to death. Okay, love them to death. What do I look like? Why don't I just do everything with them? Like, I created kids. I had a whole life. Like, these are my children. This is my like legacy, and I just keep crawling and running back to mommy's house. Like, it's so strange and odd to me. You know, when you know, what does the Bible say? You leave when you grow up, you leave away childish things.
We quote the Bible today.
Yes. So when I was a child, I thought as a child. When I became a woman or man, you know, then you think like a man, right? And I think that you have, what are we all saying? Leave and cleave. Like, you have to cleave to your wife.
Yeah.
I always felt like kind of like that.
And that doesn't mean you disconnect yourself from like friends and family, but there's like a new order of operations.
Thank you.
You know, there's a new order. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No?
Yeah.
What?
Right? Yeah.
Maybe?
It's exactly what it is.
Are we crazy?
Yeah, no. It's like shuffle the deck again. Like people like the musical chairs. It's time to switch.
It's all about
again.
setting boundaries.
Yes.
Farrah been in my life the past 2 weeks. Everything she's saying, I've been saying for like 2 weeks now. Yeah. Setting boundaries.
Yeah.
What are boundaries? People don't know like how to set boundaries.
Prioritize. Your priorities must change. And sometimes that memo is not passed out.
You drop that math on them. Yep, that order of operation.
Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, no, so, yeah, it's that, I find that very strange that they don't get the memo.
No, Harry got it. Harry got it so much, though.
He
left the royals, girl, the prince, the palace.
In the many.
The queen, the many.
In the bag.
The bag, girl. Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
So, no, but to me, loyalty is a big thing, and it shows itself in so many different ways. And it's heartbreaking almost if you don't have someone that's loyal to you. I mean, to me, loyalty is not a small thing.
No, it's not.
You know, and
definitely hurts your feelings. Like,
absolutely.
it makes you feel like almost like you're not good enough. You know,
yeah.
It's horrible when like basically you're not being chosen,
it makes you insecure because it's like. Every event that comes up, you're pre-thinking in your mind, will I be chosen for this event? Will he want to spend time with me here? You know, if you're married, then you're wondering, like, whose family are we going to choose? And if you want to be with yours, like, will he come with you? Like, I think, like come with you, you know? And then, like compromise. And I just think it's a tough thing to manage. And if you can't manage it, I think you will be miserable. I think you have to get that kind of stuff straight up front and who the person's going to prioritize. And I think in your situation, I think you notice that right up front. And I don't know if it ever kind of would change because he was quite up there.
Was that him?
Yes. You growl You have to go out.
Maybe he has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
like,
trying to tell
he's
you
like,
guys.
but if I go in here, you're gonna yell at me, and I'm trying to tell you.
Indeed.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think the priorities. You have to be on the same page with that. He's kind and selfless. He is, I think. Exactly. I think that what he said, their mental well-being is more important than the money and the dysfunction they walked away from. Mm-hmm. Isn't that a question or is it a statement? A superstar Bella said nobody told Prince Charles that Harry liked black women. They all act shocked that he brought a biracial black woman home.
Did he?
Yeah.
I'm not like familiar with like his story like that, but did he date black women before or?
I don't know. Did he? I don't know. I don't know the story.
Kelsey T, is that different now? Did that?
What's
She said, I think she said, well, he left his family because she said that her husband now is showing loyalty, and then she said, well, he let his family keep disrespecting me because he sets no boundaries, and so I was wondering if that changed too. Can that change? Do people change? Can that change?
Where's this? Where's it at?
It's like throughout the chat.
Oh, okay. You said Kelsey.
Yeah.
Okay, because a couple of months ago we were talking about stuff, right?
Yes, we've gotten closer now that he defends me. That's awesome.
See, that means everything to me. To me, like you have to show it in action and indeed you can say it, but like I like to see like a demonstration of that.
Like words are so nice, they really are, but they really aren't diddly squat if the actions aren't, like, to me it blows my mind. You can say one thing but your actions are doing something completely different. It's almost like mind-boggling, like crazy making stuff. It's like you're telling me one thing but you're doing something completely different. Did he go to the bathroom? Good boy. Oh, good boy. You're so good. I know you're coming for praise. I know, good boy. You said I had to go to the bathroom. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, you're so good.
He's so good.
You're
oh my God, his face is so cute.
Goodness.
He just looks so innocent. Come here, baby. No, that makes a huge difference, and the fact that you were able to achieve that because it's not easily achieved. It's almost like you kind of see, like, okay, they're not cut from the same cloth, like my mind is thinking, so will this ever change? I don't like a whole lot of work. It shouldn't have to take work. To me, it's common sense. And it's common sense, as they always say, is just not common.
Yeah.
But I don't like things that's just a lot of work, a lot of plotting and planning in my mind, a lot of stressing out, thinking, something's coming up next week, and how am I gonna try to get what I want? It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
She said I thought I was the problem. Like, and it makes you second guess yourself, but you kind of feel like in your heart no, like something's not right here. This is not basically the correct order of things,
right.
Yeah. And I just feel like people know, that's why it's almost like a joke people make. It's like, oh, you're in a relationship or you're getting married, almost like the ball and chain, but not right. Kind of like that, things shift. There's a different order. Now you put whoever you're with first, your significant other, they come first. And I feel like whoever's with me has to have that same kind of mindset. Yeah. And if people don't, I don't understand it. I don't understand. One day, you want to have kids with me, you want to build with me,
right? And
I'm not the priority.
And all you're my world and all that empty talk. Your world would be with you 24/7.
Yeah.
Doggy.
Dogginess.
I think loyalty is black and white. I think it's very simple. I don't think there's any trickery in it. I think people know what loyalty is, and so I was always told, your idea, my idea of loyalty, two different things. I think loyalty is very clear. I think it's the way my aunt used to say it, she's gonna stand by me, right, wrong, or indifferent. If you're right, she said, I'm gonna stand by you. If you're wrong, I'm gonna stand by you, and help make you right. And I like that, but I don't like someone that doesn't know loyalty. To me, that was manipulation. I didn't know it until after I left the situation. But to say your idea, my idea of loyalty are two different things. No, to me, loyalty was very clear. If someone is saying something bad about me, and maybe okay at the time he didn't hear about it, but when he finally did hear about it, well then do something about it. But to say, well, like, oh my God, like it has nothing to do with me. How could it not when it has something to do with your wife? You know, how could it not have had something to do with your children?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't witness it. Like, I hate that weak excuse, limp, weak.
Yeah. Or like, I have no control over like what other people do, and it's
Yeah.
like people you know. It's like this your family, and like they're doing it. Like, and,
Right.
well, I have no control over people and how they treat. And like, but you're gonna be smiling up in their face. But you're supposed to love me. Like, I don't know. It just
like. I don't know. As
Busted.
a mother, I think your enemy is my enemy. Okay, whether I know the person or not, just strictly by your word, just strictly by what you said, how somebody has hurt you. Why do I want to be friends with someone who's hurt you? I don't get that. So,
yeah.
And I wouldn't necessarily attack, but if I saw that you had a problem, like, okay, like, all right, the eyeballs are going up, like, take, like, you good?
We good? We good here?
You good? You know, I'm always ready to go.
Girl. Ready.
Right?
So true. Let's see. We just got a cash app. Thank you. Is it Enzo? Enzo. I think I just saw it.
Yours get dropped down. Mine doesn't get dropped down.
Girl, because I have the cash app on my phone, girl. And so it drops down.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Are we saying some good things here? No,
yeah, but yeah, I feel like you grow up, obviously, like, you know, your friends, your family, definitely more so your family, like, you know, your family, but then once you meet a significant other, like,
but again, I think warning signs, I think you see it early on. When I look back and I think of my life and how early on it was exhibited, and I didn't pick up on it. I remember the very first time I lived in Connecticut, he lived in California, he brought me out there to meet his brother and his nephew and all of that, and so we were sitting there in his brother's house, and here I am, like a nice, decent virgin, decent woman, and they're watching this really raunchy show on TV. There's a lot of cussing, a lot of off-color jokes, just very disrespectful to any woman that would be sitting there. And I'm supposed to be his girlfriend. That I came from Connecticut, we're in California, I don't know anyone out there, and instead of him saying, come on man, like, my girl's here, I turned the TV off, they're all laughing at these horrible jokes, all of this cussing. I was like almost ready to like crawl back into myself, and I was just like, so if someone's not gonna like protect me, then I have to start protecting myself. So I stood up, like making a spectacle. I'm like, I'm gonna go sit in the other room because I'm tired of listening to it. At that point, you'd think that somebody would say, turn the TV off. Like, basically, she came so far, like, show some respect. He's like, oh, okay, you're gonna be okay. Weak. I should have noticed it then.
Yeah.
I should have noticed it then that he wasn't going to defend me. Any man, I think, would say, turn the TV off. Okay. And they didn't. And so so every now and then he basically like slither out to the other room and say, you doing okay? He's like, okay, we're gonna be going soon. What is that? I didn't pick up on it then.
Yeah.
I should have saw, like, he wasn't like protecting
he didn't want to rock the boat with who was there. Like,
Yeah.
rock it, your woman's there.
And
Say,
throughout
like,
the
turn it
whole
off.
marriage,
Yeah.
that was a preview of what I always got. You know, always just trying to play like, what is it called? Two ends to the middle or something. Like, you always try to make everybody happy. Forever. I used to always say he wants to be forever liked by everyone. Never making a stand. And I never knew until one day my cousin said, friends choose. I felt like I was asking too much when I'd say it's either that person or me. Okay? And well, it had nothing to do with me. It should have something to do with you. Friends choose. I think that even the Bible says that friends choose. And so when you're a friend, you have to choose. Not all the time, but if the situation calls for it, make a choice. There's nothing wrong with making a choice to show your loyalty. And he never could. And if you didn't, it never was me, that's for sure. So, no. Well, that's, guys, why I'm so obsessed with loyalty. Never had it.
Thank you, El Bossy. She said it was me. I think you were the cash app. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Is that a new name, girl?
No, El Bossy been around.
Oh, my girl. You know what,
Girl. Like, how would you feel about Tay not liking a family member you were close to? Who do you choose in that situation?
A family member that, like, how close is the connection? I mean, I raised my daughter. I know what's in her. I know what I put in her. I know what she's like. So what would be the reason? And it definitely has happened in my family where relationships that close okay, have fallen out, and I don't allow that to happen in our situation. Like, I would pull you to the side and say, okay, what's the problem? Because it can't go on forever. All right, like I go back to like what Uncle Larry said, like, you know, how far do you want to take this? So I feel that people get upset in their arguments and disagreements, but I always like kind of like raise my kids to have respect for the family members. So if it meant that much to you, like, you're not speaking to that person, I am. At that point, I would try to figure out, now that you're an adult, like, what's the problem, and is there any way that this can be mended? And almost like, are you okay with the fact that I'm kind of like still talking to this person? If you're not, my person, you know.
Oh, girl, really, girl.
Yeah, definitely.
See, but like, I'm not even like that to have like that kind of like, what is it, like energy? Like, at least not with family. Like, I can't imagine it because like I don't, like, we're around the family, but like not close enough for me like fall out with anybody to that extreme. If anything, it would probably be on your account. If they did something to you, you know, then maybe I wouldn't like them. If they did something to you and you fell out. But then if you fell back in, then hey, I'm back in too. Like, I don't know. So
exactly, because yeah, you know how families are. Our family, I don't know, could be worse than most, but we're forever falling in and out with someone. But we all go out together,
yeah.
and then I don't go back in with that person until I'm like, okay, like, I spoke to this person, like, we're gonna be back on speaking terms. You ready to go back in together? Like, we go back in. I don't leave you out to drip dry, as I call it, because you pulled away because of me. You called yourself being loyal to me, and you were. It meant a lot mentally to me, perhaps at that time. And so now I'm gonna be buddy buddy with the person that I initially fell out with. You fell out only because you were loyal to me, and then I go in, and now sometimes people look harder on the person that had nothing to do with anything, and they had the nerve to kind of interject themselves into it and turn against. That's a difficult situation. So I never go back with someone that I fell out with without, if you decide to stand by me during that time, and 9 times out of 10 you do, like, oh nope, it's a 2-for-1 deal. Like, we're both going back in.
Like I said, dated a guy once who never seemed to truly pick me. There were moments I expected him to step up to the plate and stand his ground, but he always seemed to appease everyone.
Yes.
See, it's that appeasing everyone that gets under my skin. That no. Like, you can't. You can't. Like, it's almost like they have no problem like saying no to you or like making you upset or hurting your feelings, but they can't do that for everybody else. Like, they expect you to just understand. You know, you'll understand, but everybody else can't understand. And it's the appeasing everyone. It's like, this is where, like I said, that the order of operations, like, you know, your significant other should rank higher, I think, than most. You know, there should be a new order here. I mean, again, like, things are case by case basis, but for the most part, yeah, your significant other should come first, and that's just how I feel. But that appeasing everybody is no.
And then all the new words that I learned, you know, when I was reading up on, you know, on like my life and divorce and all that, like the gaslighting over the years, all the gaslighting, like things to me that was clear as the clear blue sky. It was, oh, well, you don't get along with everybody. Like, no, maybe I would get along with more people if, like, at one point you took a stand. I had to always constantly keep pulling away because I was always so hurt all the time because I never had anyone that was ever loyal to me, who ever stood up for me. Maybe my mouth was so big. Maybe I always seemed so much more aggressive. I always wanted to be ladylike. I want to stay in my place. I had a place, and I'm very, like, maybe old-fashioned in that way. I feel like I really didn't want to take control, but I always had to because there was never anyone there to defend me. So I always had to, my mouth had to be bigger than everyone else's, and I had to always get everything straight, as I call it, because no one ever was there. A man could do things, in my opinion, so much better and calmer than me getting all excited about something. He could have handled it just like that, so easy. But I had to get so extra because it wasn't really my place to do it. I was put in a position where a woman should have to be put into a position if she had a man, and that he could handle it just like that. And he just struggled with that, and it was not an attractive quality, and I suffered like that for years where I was never defended, and I hated that. So
Zoe Miller said, she said, so on that case, TA in LA, how do you go about communicating that information to someone else? Someone who's going through that, do you let them figure it out, or do you insert yourself and say, hey, communicating, like, so which part of this?
When you're going through a situation with someone so disloyal, or someone that doesn't know how to be loyal, like, is it my job to teach them, is like the question? Because I think if their mind is so blocked off they can't even receive the information. I might have it, and I might have a map to show them how to do it, and how simple to me. It's something so simple, but you know, or oh that's nonsense, or oh that knucklehead like that. Oh, are you upset about that? It's oh, like I said, the gaslighting, the manipulation, making you feel like second guessing yourself. Some things to me truly require me to be upset about it, and you always stay upset about something. Like no, I don't.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes these things were like pretty rough. So I don't think you can teach someone that. I think it's in someone.
Yeah.
To be loyal.
And the priority part in like appeasing everybody, like you can try to have those conversations and like saying like, hey, this is how I'm feeling, this is how you're making me feel, and I feel like if they can't really vibe with what you're saying, then it's just a mindset in their head, like this is how they think, and then you have to ask yourself, is this something I can deal with? This is how they think. This, you know, say for example, like their family's always going to come first before me, like, so whoever I'm dating, their family, like their family, their sisters, mothers, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody's always going to come before me. If they say jump, he'll say how high, no matter if I need them or not. Like I have to wrap my head around that mindset that his family's the priority, not the family he might one day build with me, or me right now, the person he wants to marry or have kids. Like that's not how this person thinks. So you can try to have those conversations, and if they're understanding like, oh yeah, like, you know, I hear you, you're right, I can try to work on this or whatever, and see if they can try to change. But other than that, if they're not really vibing, then it's like, okay, this is how they think, and maybe it's not for you. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And the mindset.
Your spouse is number one. Amen.
Yeah. And if it doesn't transfer over, you might be impressed with someone that has a family mentality, or like I always kind of like look for somebody, say, with an intact family. I thought, boy, did that blow up in my face. You know, I felt that his mother and father had been married for like 50 years. I felt like my marriage would be solid, like never, ever, ever would he even dream about something. He'd be so embarrassed to want to get a divorce or whatever. So I judged that one wrong. I'm the first to say like, wow, that came out of nowhere.
So Zoe, I think, is noticing it in someone else's relationship. So it's like, how do I tell this person that the person they're with isn't doing them right? I feel like we had like a touch of that. Like there might have been things you notice, and I listen and I hear you, but like I feel like people aren't really gonna move until they're ready to move on something. So you can mention it and point it out like, hey, but until it kind of really hits home with them and they wanna, they really see it.
And how close is the relationship? I think mother-daughter, daughter to mother, I can receive information, if not receive it, but definitely it wouldn't cause a rift. I think that I would take it for what it was, like you were doing it in love. I don't think it would have been vindictive, but I think sometimes people step into relationships that really have nothing to do. I think friends, sometimes you gotta be careful with that, because it just looks like you're trying to stir the pot, and unless you have like something that's really solid proof that you think is going to really be problematic. Sometimes couples have to work things out.
Because it can be. And especially if, say, the couple is trying to work it out and people do start getting involved, like, it just makes the whole thing, like, it's like, why now we're going to try to, you know, figure our situation, but now you got this person and that person, and now, like, it's just, it starts getting messy.
Yeah, too many different opinions, and you kind of like have to tippy-toe through, but kind of like that opinion thing, and see how they're receiving it. Like drop little nuggets here and there, and see if their mind is open up to receiving something.
If it's a friend, just be supportive.
There you go.
I feel like just be supportive, period. Unless, I don't know, people are being used and abused and physically abused and emotionally abused, mentally, like unless it's like some serious stuff we're talking about, like, which this is serious. This is kind of like emotional, but like, I don't know if I would dive in, because sometimes people don't want to hear it, and then they get mad, like you're talking about my significant other, like, and you know,
and people, I mean, you can see they really want to change if it goes back and forth like yo-yoing. If initially, say you break up, and then all of a sudden they give you everything you want, and that's good for a while, but then they start going back to those old ways again. Like it's in them to be that way for whatever reason. I mean, I think I'm a loyalist, just from, I don't know whether it's life experience, whether I was born that way, I don't know, but I know loyalty. I know how to be loyal, and I know how to stand up for people if they require that. I struggle with people that don't know how to do that. I think it's very weak. I think it's actually disgusting, if you ask me, because I'm so doggone loyal. Oh my God, what is that?
Water.
Water. Hot over here.
I have no idea. Did you just lift your foot up? But I've been actually wanting it. So.
No. I struggle with people that don't have those qualities.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they could not possibly, and they call themselves a friend or if it's a man, like they love you or they're protecting you. How when something's hurting me so bad? If something, oh my gosh, I would go. Basically, for lack of a better term, like, oh, I can't say the word on here because we'll be demonetized, but I would like do the K word for any one of my family members, including my husband at the time. There was nothing that I would not defend for them with my entire life. I'm a loyalist.
Stop it.
And if I'm hurting, I don't understand people don't have that same passion for me, to get things straight and get things corrected and make it right. And I don't understand that.
Yeah. That's the thing. Maybe that's why we get so hurt in the end, because like we go hard. We really go hard for people.
Yeah.
And it's not reciprocated.
Yeah.
It's like,
what's that expression that somebody will like we'll walk a river for somebody who somebody will like jump a puddle for us or something. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There is nothing I won't do for someone. I don't care who you are and how you are. Like I will call anybody. I will defend you to the hilt. And
they'll claim to do the same, but then when the pedal hits the metal, like no.
Nope.
No.
Yep.
No. Nope. And I saw someone say like they don't share anything about their relationships with their mom, or their friends. I get that. I feel like I'm so. Why am I so open with you? We're just close.
Such a turn off for me and you.
Yeah. We're just close, and you. And you definitely have that supportive, you're just supportive, like, and you don't change your face, your whatever, no matter what. Like if I decided to drag Josh back in here and start dating him again, like you would just be like, hey, you want a plate, like you. Unless like it's something I feel like if a person like again like physically abused me or something, like I mean if I wanted to get back in the relationship, I feel like you would just be supportive. Like,
I think so that relationships are hard to navigate, and I think my place as a mother now, and you being 27, you're not a teenager, you know how to make up your mind. I think it's difficult enough when you're dating someone and you break up and then you want to try to bring the person back in, and the first thing you're thinking about is, oh, what is my mom gonna think, or what is my brother gonna think? I think like mind your business and let it sort itself out. You know, it might take 2 or 3, it might take 10 breakups and back together. I mind my business with that, unless it's something physically hurting you. That's your like mental roller coaster.
Yeah. Someone said accept the cop. Girl, you weren't having that one.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know, right? That one.
Well, girl, you sent something. Girl, you have discernment, girl. You were like that could turn into a mental. Physical. That
one of my
turn
gifts.
Into something like
one of my spiritual gifts. I'm discernment. Gift of discernment. Yeah, I did. So that one, relationships are messy, roller coaster.
The only
rides,
person I'm open with literally is you. Like that's it. Like I think because I just need to bounce ideas off you. Like you're older, you have wisdom, but again, I'm grateful that you don't say he did what, like da-da-da, and like you don't do that. Like you just you literally like give me advice, and then like the next time you something, you'll be like, hey, like as if nothing, like you don't say anything, you don't do anything. I just need to like bounce ideas off you or whatever.
I know y'all couldn't be say more embarrassed than like I would be. So why like put you through that? That's the first thing when people break up. They want to get back with that person. They don't want to hear that they don't want to get back. They want everyone to be happy for them because they consider themselves happy at that point. So why be one of those that are going to go against a relationship that's already hard to begin with, because you're going to have to explain it to so many people already, because basically everybody put the business out there when they break up because they're mad. And so I always say, if I like it, then y'all should love it. Like it really has nothing to do with you. Yes, I might have dragged everybody into it, but now I'm switching gears, so if I like it, y'all should love it. And so that's my mentality.
Yeah, it's like, how do people get that invested? Like you were listening to me, like, okay, we're back together now. So it's just, again, like if I like it, you should love it. So, but like to sit and be like, no, I don't like him anymore. I don't want and like make stuff hard. It's like, why? Why are you that invested? Right. Like, bust it.
Yeah. So, but no, it's definitely a hard position to be in, as a mother, to see it. But I know what I put in you. I know what I raised. So I think that you're sensible enough to know sometimes you just have to go through the messiness of it all, and finally it just kind of like fizzles out itself, because you couldn't possibly not see like what I'm seeing, I'm thinking. So you've got to see it, but maybe you just don't want to admit it. I don't know. People have first of all, say like it's going on now. We've all been in this pandemic, okay? There's no catches out there. There's no men to be had or women to be had out there. So when you find somebody, you latch on, like, it's devastating to break up because, like, when are you gonna meet the next victim? I mean, person. You know, when are you gonna meet somebody again?
I know.
So
when I met up with my old college friend, she was like, you know, so what are you doing like with dating right now? And I was just like, I don't know. She was like, where do you even meet people? And I'm like, girl, like, I don't know. She's like, well, it doesn't really matter where you meet them, like, because, I mean, there's not, like, where do you even find them? And when you do find them, like, are they about, like, there's, the pickings are so slim.
yeah,
The pickings are so slim. And which I said like that, like, 2 years ago. Like, the pickings, what are the pickings? Like,
Yeah,
the pickings
slim.
are so
Very
slim.
slim.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, as a Farrah, yes.
Mhm.
For, like, what, like a month now? A little over a month now?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely over a month, right?
Yeah. But yeah, oh, he is Peppa Pig. You're so cute. I love you.
No. So who said that? I like that. She said she came from a big family, and we just let people go through their trials and tribulations
No.
with their spouses. Silence is sometimes golden when it comes to relationships. Absolutely, yes, silence is golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not, I don't want to say not for lack of trying, but there were some conversations. But I think basically with what we've been talking about tonight, we're not on the same page with relationships and priorities and order of operation and that kind of thing, and that bugs me. So it's not something I want long term. Like, you know, I can't imagine being pregnant with somebody's kids and not being put first. Like, I need you, and say your cousin's pregnant and she needs you. Okay, I'm gonna stop by her house first, drop this off, and I'm gonna be home. Like, I'm your wife. I'm pregnant.
Can I carry?
I'm carrying your kid. Like, you bring yourself home first, get me what I need, and then you can go help the world if you need to. Like, you know, it's that kind of thing. I want to be put first. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know?
There isn't. Yeah, and you don't have to even say it like in a voice like that, like you're apologizing for it. I want to be and I need to be put first.
Yeah.
Why can't you say that?
Yeah.
Because it's absolutely true. There's nothing wrong with that.
And it's just, I feel like having to even explain that is, I don't want to say degrading, but like it almost feels like begging, like, you know, I need you to put me first. Yeah. I feel like you don't put me first. It's like, why are they not putting you first? Like, I feel like maybe that should just be something that's an understanding out the gate. Like, someone should think like this already, right? It's not something I should have to change about somebody. Like, hey, you need to put the serious relationship first.
Right.
I feel like if I even have to explain it, or they need me to explain it to them, then it's a problem.
Right. Basically, you should be talking, and he should be like finishing your sentences. Like, yeah, that's exactly like when someone like really gets you.
Yeah.
You say, oh, that's exactly like what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I want. But when someone's scratching their head, well, can you show me what that looks like? Like what? Okay, problem, red flag. What it looks like.
Yeah.
To me, it should only look one way. We're dating. This isn't like high school boyfriend girlfriend stuff. This is like relationship, like heading towards the aisle. Like you're thinking, and if you can't even get it straight, what loyalty looks like or priority looks like.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm 27, so like I keep saying like we're pushing 30. People I'm dating, they're gonna be in their 30s, they're pushing 30, you know, and I just feel like our priorities should be different. We shouldn't be like basically out running the streets, you know, all the time. Like we should be wanting to settle down with our significant other, seeing them more often than we're seeing all the other extra characters in our lives.
Right.
And that's just how they, like, why would I want to sit up and look at, say, you know, my cousin every day, love her some match. Like, look at her, like, all the time, when I could be looking at my man. I want to sit and look at my man I want to see you. Like, why do I want to see her? Like, I see her once a week, once every other week, once a month. Like, hey, girl, she should be having a life of her own, doing her thing. And we catch up, like, every night. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to sit and look at my family members every single day, like, love them some match, but I looked at them my whole life. Now I'm trying to get a man and get a husband and get some babies. Like, I don't want to be looking at y'all all the time. Hanging out with y'all all the time. Love y'all some match. Like, but you know what I'm saying? And it's nothing against the family. And if family starts feeling some type of way, then to me it's childish. Like, shouldn't you have a life of your own? Like, we're not kids or in high school. We're all running around with family and cousin, friend. Like, you know, we're older. We're pushing 30. We want to settle down. And like, if your family gets mad, it's childish. Like, to me, it's childish.
Y'all know I always have like these shows I watch. So now I've been hooked on to the Real Housewives. For the last couple of months I've been talking about one of these shows, one of these seasons. So I did the Potomac, and then I went to New York, and now I'm on New Jersey. Love New Jersey. Okay, but that dysfunctional relationship between like that woman, whoever watches it, Teresa, with her brother. These are grown women with kids, 3 and 4 kids apiece, and she wants things like to go back to old times. You know, they go on vacations together, and like I can see going on vacation like with your brother, your sister, but then you're there with your spouse and your kids, and you know they want to like do like the things. Remember we used to play hopscotch, or remember we used to like skateboard. Like, come on, you know, like it just makes no sense. Remember we used to walk around the neighborhood, just me and you, just me and you. You have a whole wife, you got a whole husband. So this kind of mentality doesn't make sense whatsoever, and that's the part that I think is problematic when people don't want to move on to what a normal relationship should be now. You know, this clinging to family of old. I mean, they're always going to be your family, but things should shift. Priorities should change. So, because it's, you know, say if like you said you're pregnant and you have to go to the hospital or something, and a family member calls, who does the person choose? I don't ever want to.
And I don't ever want to like even question that about my husband. And I feel like that would always be a question. I'm like, I can't live like that. I cannot live my nerve. I'll be a nervous wreck like all the time. You know? Can you imagine? Like I'm heading to the hospital and somebody like, are you kidding me?
And that's when the gaslighting comes about, because it's like, you seriously, like, you're gonna be okay, or like you have your mother will come. You know, if you call your mother will be there. But like my cousin needs me. Like, what? Nothing is more important than your husband at certain times in your life, and so I could be there all you want, but you don't want me. You want that person there.
Yeah.
So I think. All right. So the main thing that I always get hung up on. I don't know if I ever told the story. I might have told it enough, but I may not have. But my MS. So for 30 years, basically, they said I wasn't going to be the poster girl for it, even though I always say now I'm assembling the poster. And the poster started being assembled during all this divorce and mess. So, but I think it was maybe 5 or 6 years ago where you finally had to just break the news to me. I had what they call an exacerbation, and I had to get on a medication at the time. And so the day that you get off of it, you have like a rough time of it, and I did. And I think I fell out the bed or something, and I couldn't get back up. Like I was paralyzed, scared to death. Even as big as my husband was, he could not pick me up off the ground, so they had to call the paramedics. So they came here, they understood there was an MS exacerbation, and I needed to go to the hospital, like get back on that medication. They kind of like would have to wean me off in another way. So I had to go to the hospital for 4 days. Never in my 30 years of having MS did I ever have to go to a hospital. It was very, very frightening to me. Well, Romeo had a business trip, okay, and always wanted titles and positions and all that. Went to Florida to the business trip and left me for dead, as I always say, in the hospital. Now, he likes to paint his own version of the story, that you were fine and I left you in good hands and all that. Well, Taylor, yeah, she's in wonderful hands. Guys, you know Taylor's my girl. But at that point, I was so afraid.
You weren't walking.
I wasn't. I was
paralyzed.
It took
you like 3 or 4 days to walk.
Yeah.
You weren't walking.
And you were there. You would go to work, poor little thing, go to school, go to work, do your little grocery store job, and then come every single night and sleep in the hospital in the chair. That should have been his job, okay? He was too busy trying to make a name for himself, okay? Left his wife for dead, seriously, in the bed. I thought it was the most disgusting thing. Gaslighting came about. You know, you were fine. He liked to reinvent history, revisionist history. You were walking when I left. No, I wasn't. I wasn't walking at all. I was still flat on my back, because I remember when they say to you, "Tay, my toes moving," like my toes moving. I remember.
Oh my gosh, you remember that?
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, you could wiggle, the first day she could wiggle her toe. I'm like, your legs, like your toes moving.
His version, you were walking when I left. No, I was not walking at all, not at all. And so, but nope. So you said to Mom, Mom, look at me. You're like, he's not staying. He's going. So like, get past it. Like, don't stress yourself out, because that's the last thing you need right now. And he left. He did. He left. That was it. I was shocked. I think there's some like beginnings to the end, but it's almost like I looked at him and I felt like when you have an illness, you feel like you want to just almost be invisible and you don't want to be problematic. So I felt like I was a good girl, so to speak, the entire time with this MS, and I never was a problem with it. So one time I had to go to the hospital. You almost feel like a failure, that you finally had to almost like give in to the illness. And I went to the hospital like the first time, like in our whole married life, and I thought like it was going to be a big deal. I thought that he would be there, he would never leave my side. This was like, I was paralyzed, I could not walk. Went to Florida, couldn't believe it.
The ticket was paid for already, girl.
And
the hotel too, girl.
And then it's almost like to torture me, as if like I would have kept my mouth shut, but when he got back, and like I found out like weeks later, when his boss found out, his boss like, you did not have to leave. You could have stayed with your wife. He told me that. Why would you tell me
I
that?
would have kept that information to myself.
Why would you tell me that you could have stayed, and you knew it at the time that you could have stayed? Why would you tell me weeks later? Like, to me, that was some sort of emotional abuse. Like, why would you tell me that when you knew that was almost like the breaking point? That was almost like I saw him, like the shingles were starting to fall from my eyes, the scales, and I was starting to see, wow, he's not like as Mr. Wonderful as I thought.
I like how you said, like, there's so many beginnings to the end, and like there are, like, sometimes it's not just one thing that like takes a relationship out of here. It's like multiple things.
Yes.
So like with mine, it's like, well, you know, did you break up with him because of this? Like the one thing I shared on the live stream was like, no, there were quite a few beginnings to the ends, like things that happen that just start to pile up, and so like you said, that was like one of like the beginning to the ends, like to the end of the relationship. Like that was one episode, and that's sometimes how it goes. There's a few incidences that lead up to the, okay, I'm out of here.
Exactly, like adding salt to the wound.
So the boss was thoughtful, as any boss would be if they knew.
Yeah.
So he probably didn't even know. Like, he didn't even like say like, hey, my wife's in the hospital. Like, he didn't even do that.
Right.
He didn't even want to do that.
No.
Like, to see what his boss would even say. So any normal person would be like, you know, absolutely, like, you don't have to come, like, whatever, like, or, you know.
Yeah, but, you know, I really hate labeling people. It's just not, like, what I do, and I am no expert. But when you go through divorce, and whoever's been through one, maybe you've gone the same walk that I've walked in this journey. I watch so many videos, and I'm just trying to get, like, into the head of this whole, of him, like, who is he? And I swear, I hate labeling people, but I swear, he really is a classic, covert, as they call it, narcissist, and I never saw it. And there were so many signs, because he never had empathy. Okay, I have empathy, I have sympathy, I have it all. He never did. And so when he was like a boss to someone, in his employee, his wife had cancer, and the man had to take off, like basically the man got fired for it. And so at the time, I was so bothered by it. I'm like, how in the world could you do it? I have a job to do. That's my job. You know, I thought it was the most cold-hearted thing. But when I looked through the marriage over the years, like the coldness and the distance, there just was simply no empathy. And that is classic symptom of a narcissist, just no empathy. Just the things, like we'd be in the car, and somebody would be walking along the road, get out the way, haven't, you know, KIL anybody today. And I thought, that's like really harsh to say. And so all of those things kind of like play in my mind, and I'm like, he really, really was. I don't like to label. I'm sure there's plenty of labels you could have for me, but that is exactly what it was. And it helped me grasp all the stuff when I played through my mind over the years. I'm like, classic, classic, classic. Oh my God, classic. There wouldn't be a thing in this world other than another title that they were offered at the hospital that would have had him there to stay. Anything that would benefit him. Narcissist. No empathy.
Are y'all Leos? No, we're all Cancers, right?
Cancers, yeah.
Cancers.
Yeah.
Kelsey T, I don't talk to my dad, really. Not really, like, at all. Yeah, I would say we don't talk.
Yeah, and that just was like what's in you. That really had nothing to do with me. I know a couple of weeks ago we got a comment after one of our talks, and me telling all my business. Someone said that I'm talking, but be careful, because she looked at Tay, and Tay looked so sad. And you answer the question, you're like, I'm not looking sad because of what my mom's saying. You're like, I'm looking sad because what my mom like went through. You know, I don't feed you that. I try to be very fair. It's difficult. I know, like, the boys have a relationship and reach out more, and that's problematic for me, but that's their father, and I have no control over that. I don't want any control over it. I don't want to be the one to break up someone's relationship with their father or mother, whatever. So, I can't do anything about it, and I don't want to. But that's your decision, your choice, and I love you for it. I appreciate it, because my nerves couldn't take it. But I'd have to take it if that was your decision. But I think you were just so much closer to me, and you saw so much more. And y'all know I don't hold back with anything. So you saw the tears, you saw the emotions, you saw. I mean, I talk you through it, you know.
Yes, yeah. Sarah Fantine, like, saying, like, yeah, like, so she said, my dad treats my mom terribly, and it definitely affected our relationship. I don't reach out and talk to him, but he'll reach out to me. Yeah, so like I might get a reach out every now and then, like rarely, mostly like holidays, I guess. Maybe, like, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I don't really get reach outs. I get weird stuff. Like, if I post a picture on Facebook, I'll get a Facebook like and a cartoon face. Like, I don't know, but it to actually pick up the phone and have a whole conversation, like it would bother me, and it bothers me in my spirit, and I don't know what it will take to get past it or over it, or I don't know. I don't think about it or talk about it really, like you share. And if you see me over here quiet, it's because like I've been there through your journey, but like me and his relationship is not really up for discussion. Like I don't talk about it, I don't think about it, so is what it is.
Yeah, and I never saw it. I never saw it. I never envisioned it. Never in a million years. So cliche, but really never would I ever think it would come to this. He was the classic at the time in my mind, family man. I never saw, talk about a blind side. Never saw it coming, and especially like the relationship with you kids. You know, it was always, you know, Jay, Lori, and the 3 kids. It was like everywhere. We did everything together. I never saw it coming. So it bothers me so much that you guys don't have your father the way I always thought like you would in your adult life, and it bothers me so much. But again, no empathy. Living his best life where he's at. Don't turn back. Didn't turn back. Nothing. Could care absolutely less. No empathy. No feelings. Cold fish.
So sympathy is when you feel sorry for somebody, right? Like
right.
But empathy is what, like when you can feel their emotions too, or
I think sympathy is if you haven't which is the one where you haven't experienced it, but you can still, but you put yourself there. You can empathize because you've done it. It happened to you before.
Is empathy like putting yourself in like somebody's shoes? Like you're like you value like what they. It's not just like sympathy, like, oh, I'm so sorry, like I feel sorry for you.
I think if you can empathize with someone that you've been through, so say someone's talking about divorce, and they start listing off their journey, like I could really empathize because I've been there. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I can. I'm there. You know, I can really relate. I can really encourage. I can support because I've been through that. Whereas sympathy is, I'd never been through that before, but yet I still have it in me to listen, to care, to lend an ear, to listen, and let the person talk it out, because I'm just a caring person.
But empathy is when you've dealt with it too.
Yes.
So you can empathize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I got empathy, I got sympathy, I've got it all, and he had none, and so I see.
So now somebody's saying sympathy is when you have experienced it, but empathy is when you can put yourself in their place.
Okay, so
even though you haven't experienced it.
Okay, so maybe I reversed it. I thought that empathy was if you've experienced it.
I think she's right, because we just did an exercise like at school about empathy, and like the kids had to tell each other something about them, like their holidays and stuff, and it's like practicing empathy. So like you might not celebrate Hanukkah, but like you're gonna sit here and like appreciate this person telling you about their culture.
Okay.
Even though you're not of the same culture, and you don't experience their experiences, but like you're valuing them and their culture, kind of thing.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because sympathy to me is such a word that I'm used to. So empathy. So I just reversed it. And so empathy is if I haven't experienced it, but yet your heart is open enough, or your mind, or you lend your ear to someone that's struggling, because you're a nice person, you're kind. Like I think that is what opened my mind to what I was dealing with. He simply had no empathy. Who could leave their paralyzed wife in a bed to go off to Florida to get a title for himself? Okay, to get a job. Well, I'm the only one working. That was the gaslighting time. Okay. For his whole life, he knew that I was a stay-at-home mother. I took care of the kids. Okay, I was trying to get on my feet again so I can continue to take care of my family. And so the excuse that makes him feel good, but he was the only one bringing home the bacon. He was the only one working. It wasn't his fault. Nothing ever was his fault. And so if I even questioned it, I was the crazy one. Gaslighting came about, and I was dead wrong for it. And no, I wasn't. I had every right to feel that way. I was petrified. I had never been paralyzed. No one has been until you've been paralyzed. And I didn't know if I'd ever walk again, And so it was very scary. And at that point, you think you have a husband and like you're going to be okay. But no, I wasn't. I was left for dead, seriously, in the bed. And
was he a Gemini? No, he's a
Cancer too.
A Cancer. So what's the deal with Geminis? Josh was a Gemini. What's the deal with Geminis?
Yeah, do tell. Right?
I never date anybody I'm compatible with. I never have. I think what is Cancer's compatible with? Like Tauruses or something? I don't think I've met a Taurus.
Because they're slim.
But never settle. Yeah. Yep. Totally. Never settle.
That's it. Yeah, trying to please other people. I don't know if it's necessarily a people pleaser, but just you have to like put your mind in the mindset of a narcissist. It's not to please other people to make somebody else happy. It's to make themselves look good. Okay, so they're not doing it when they're doing something for someone else for the benefit of that person. They're doing it so that they look good to the world. They're doing all of this stuff. So if it benefited him to stay by my bedside and be there, but nobody could see that show. He needed to be seen. He needed to be on display in Florida, being the big wheel, but being by my little bedside, that wasn't big enough and great enough. And one time I didn't understand. He went to a great big show. Of course, I wasn't invited. But when he got there, because I was healing sick, another MS exacerbation. So he gets to the show, gets on the phone during the awards ceremony. They call his name. He gives a speech. Of course, he mentions me in it. Not for my benefit, but for the benefit of other people to see what a wonderful husband he was. Okay? Had him on speakerphone, had me on speakerphone, crying, so grateful to be acknowledged, okay, at the event. But it wasn't for me. It was because he looked good. After that, he said, oh my God, he got so many deals and things, and they didn't know, like, he had a wife at home that had MS. The MS only benefited him to put him higher up. That he had a wife with disabilities. That only opened up more opportunities for him. Mm-hmm. So at the time, I didn't see it like that. I saw it like, oh my God, you called me when they called your name and the award. Yeah, you were on speakerphone. Everybody knows about you. To benefit you. Okay, so I see it all so clear now.
Super Bella said, Dad's weird sometimes. Before my dad passed away last year, we asked him how many kids did he have. He said none. Y'all are grown adults. So he always said, he was like, my dad says that. He said he doesn't have kids. Like, you're like your kids. You're like, he's like, I don't have kids. They're grown adults.
Yeah. That was like one of the biggest arguments we used to have about, I called you guys my kids, and he wouldn't speak to me if I said kids. He said, they're not kids. And I'm like, well, what do I call them? He's like, but they're not kids. I'm like, well, do I say when I'm talking about them, Spencer, Taylor, and Adam? I mean, like, they're not in the category of pets. I said they're not birds, they're not fish. Like, what do I? They're my kids. They're not kids. And constant interruption. I couldn't finish the thought because he had to always stop me when I would say my kids or our kids. They're not kids. It made no sense. It was just a moot point. It made no sense. But I couldn't say they were kids because I guess little did I know he probably was preparing to get out of here, and he didn't want to feel like he was leaving children behind.
So someone said your offspring. Sounds so cold.
I know. Yeah, I don't know what were y'all to be called.
Someone said, "Can you forgive him?"
You have to forgive. There's nothing. There's like,
what is that thing? You have to like forgive, like accept apologies you're never gonna get, kind of thing. Yeah. Like, you know, people aren't apologizing for how they treated you because they don't see where they've done anything wrong. So you kind of have to accept the apology you're not getting for your own sake and move on. Like, and like, I guess not hold. Like, we talk about things, but I don't think we're like holding like anger and whatever, because that's a lot of energy. You know, and it's not doing nothing for them. Like, that's a lot of energy. So things are hurtful.
Nothing was ever asked for
forgiveness. Yeah, we can acknowledge like things that have been hurtful or make us upset or angry or whatever. But to actually sit here and brood all day, we're not doing that. So
no, 24/7. I'm not sitting up there and thinking about that. We're talking about relationships tonight, and I'm just like venting about mine and my latest insight and how I am getting through my healing process of what I uncovered. To me, that was a big moment when I discovered like what I was dealing with, and it kind of like pushed me like a little further along than I probably would have been if I really didn't discover pinpointed exactly what I was dealing with. So in my mind, I had to think, okay, hands off. There's nothing I ever could have done. I could never have done anything. It's not a normal relationship where you're dealing with someone that has the same mentality as you, that can take blame. I'm the first to take blame. I'm very self-deprecating. If something's going on, I'm the first one. Okay, like, I know I'm a pip. I know I'm hard to deal with, but I would never get that reciprocated. Never, ever, ever with any fault to be had. Like, nothing, not one thing. I always try to meet somebody where they're at, and I'm like, I could tell you like one of my faults, or I could tell you something I regret or I'm sorry about, but there was never any reciprocation. Perfect life, no problems, nothing to apologize for, nothing to be sorry for, no faults, just a perfect person. And so, you know, then I try to find another way around. There's just no ever healing of the relationship. So no, there's nothing to forgive. You don't want to be forgiven.
And they'll do everything but get therapy. Like, that's the phrase. Like, some men really need some therapy.
Or, in my case, got plenty of therapy, but you've got to be careful with the kind of therapist that you pick, because therapy is only as good as words that are coming out of your mouth and the therapist in front of you and what you're giving to them. If the other person is not there to tell their side, it's only a one-sided thing. So the therapist is guiding and leading you through your words and trying to help you heal from what you're telling that person. So it's always like one-sided, and there was never like my side of it. That was the most troublemaking woman, I said, and that was, you know.
True, Mom. Wars. Forgiveness is not so much for the other person; it's more for you. Forgiveness is part of letting the negativity go.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. LA, would you ever marry or date again?
Right now, no, I'm really not interested in doing that. I'm still not legally divorced now, so no. I mean, it's not even like a thought in my mind, really. And it's probably with my situation, it probably have to be like, you know, I see somebody in the grocery store. We both reach for the same.
Why
orange.
do we keep saying that? We
know.
swear we're gonna like, or at least I do. I keep saying like, I'm not doing dating apps. I'm not doing nothing. I'm just gonna be shopping one day in the grocery store. We both gonna be in front of the bananas, and that's how I swear. That's what I keep saying. Like it's gonna be something like that. Like I'm not looking for anything, but I'm open. I'm definitely open because I'm not getting any younger. So, you know, I'm definitely open, but I'm not searching. It's just gonna come to me, but I always say it's the grocery store.
Yeah, I'm very conservative. I'm not, believe it or not, like that. Like I felt like if I had to go back, kind of like to my old, like I'm just really not interested in meeting anyone new. I felt like I was in a marriage. I felt like I'd be there forever, and so I'm shocked at the turn of events, but I'm not looking to fill that place at all. I really just don't want. I'd be very happy with my life. I'm pretty much like a loner. I keep to myself. I'm very reserved, and it would probably take somebody pretty special. And again, at the grocery store, squeezing oranges, you know, like we just start a conversation. Probably it would have to start more like a friendship than someone trying to pursue me, or I'm getting dressed up to go out, like looking like for this. Like that's not me at all.
That's how they have to come in. That's how it has to be. When I don't like when people come in with like not like strong intentions. Like come on strong. I like people who just try to get to know me slowly, and then one day I wake up and I'm like, wow, I like this person, and but they didn't come in like going over the top.
That's exactly like almost like you just build on something strictly because it started off kind of like a friendship. But as far as me knowing that somebody asked me out, I talked to them on the phone, we're gonna go out Saturday night, like, that would stress me so much, and that is so not what I'm looking for at all, not even a little bit.
It's too much pressure.
Yeah.
Yes, I want it to happen organically, no online dating. I don't like it too superficial with the swiping right. You're looking at looks first. That's the first thing you're looking at. And then it's like, okay, so I think you're cute, swipe. Now let's see what you're about. What's next?
The Dick's Sporting Goods, the grocery store.
But isn't that how it's about anyway?
Church,
no matter what?
shop.
Like, well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I could be reaching for the banana. He could be reaching for the banana. I could look, I'm like, oh, he's not that cute, but he could be nice. Like, so maybe it's not the first thing I noticed that he's cute. Maybe just we're making it both. He's making a joke about bananas, and I'm like, oh, he's funny.
I think people can make themselves cute. I think they can turn themselves by their kindness. I think loyalty, conversation. It's like when you're at my age now, I'm looking for something different. I'm not looking for a six-pack. You know what?
Why do you assume I look for a six-pack?
Girl, I didn't say you. I'm talking about myself.
Oh, okay. I thought you said like you're not like I'm looking for something different. You're like not a six-pack, girl. I don't look
somebody
for
who edges their hair. Like, I don't care about how much money they have. Like I have my own money. Like I'm looking for kindness, conversation.
They edge their hair. They got the fresh lineup.
You know how white their sneakers are, how low their pants are riding on their busted butts. How much they're packing. I don't care about any of that stuff. It's you know, it's all superficial to me. Just a companion, someone that understands me, because I'm not probably easy to understand at all. And
all true.
Yeah, right. No, I know I'm a tough cookie. Like it'll take a special person, and it's probably that person. Probably not out there at
girl,
all.
There's somebody for everybody.
Really?
Yes, girl. There is.
Yeah. Nope.
And who were you at? I feel like sometimes it's exhausting. Yeah. Right? And I'm not trying to age before my time. No.
a sense of humor, like to an extent. Somebody just keep grinning and cheese and laughing. Everything's a joke. And oh my gosh, do not ever like make me the butt of the joke. Don't ever, even like in jest. I don't like that. Like, you know, get over here with your big forehead. It's like, oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
You know, things
don't
like
play
that.
With that.
I don't. Yeah, do not.
You know, I really don't either.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I've ever dated anybody who's made me the bull. Maybe in high school. Josh definitely didn't. He never did anything like that.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
No one got over here fawning over me 24/7 and telling me how beautiful I am, because I do already know. But but I don't want anyone putting me down, picking out one little flaw, even in just like I said, even just joking. I don't find that funny. I mean, talk about poker face. Like when they finish laughing, I'm just like staring to really get the point. Like, are you done?
Yeah.
You know, because and then oh my gosh, I rip off the mask and. You're dead. I mean, at that point, I will lay you into the ground.
And then, like, they get mad because you're upset.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, why can't you just say, oh, I'm sorry, okay, I didn't know, like,
yeah.
Then you gotta get mad. I always want to get mad because I'm mad. Like, how are you mad because I'm upset?
Yeah, my best and worst quality is my conversation, and I will definitely...
Those jokes are backhanded, I feel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my mouth is my worst and best trait, I think. So...
You know what show we watched? I think
What?
it was either last weekend, when we should have been live, but it was Indian Matchmaker on Netflix, and it was so good.
Yes.
I don't think I'm open to something like that, though. I don't think I'm ready. Or like them Love is Blind things, I don't think I'm there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm just not.
Okay.
I'm not ready to be that free with like, okay, pick me somebody, because there's still things I'm looking for. Like, don't just...
Well, you tell them all that you're looking for, and then they find that person for you, right?
Yeah, but they're gonna find that person and everything, but in looks. And I'm sorry. I gotta be attracted to the person that I'm with, and that just makes me nervous. That it's like, okay, I found this person. They're like this, and this, like you asked. And then I meet them, and just visually, I'm not attracted like that. I still feel like that might be a barrier for me. That I'm like, I'm not physically attracted to this person. And
to me, though, it was like a business. Like,
I can't.
they are dead serious. These are people that admittedly want to meet someone. You know, no time to waste, really. They are serious about pursuing a relationship and getting on with their life. So they go to like a matchmaker, and in this case, it happened to be an Indian matchmaker meeting, helping Indians people meet
other Indian people.
Yeah. And they had like certain qualifications because of the family, the culture, the heritage. Like certain Indian types couldn't marry like another type because the family didn't like have all of these, like the pedigree. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about, but basically something like that, and they were dead serious. I think you have to be open to that, because it's like about business. Like I said, I have to kind of be caught off guard, you know, like, oh, you're interested in me? Like I'm at the grocery store, don't forget, with oranges, okay? But to say, like, Saturday night, I'm coming to get you because we both went to this matchmaker, she matched us up, and now we are ready to see if we are going to make it. That is too much pressure.
That's so much pressure.
That's too much. And to me, mentally, I'm not there. I am 53 years old, and I don't have to find anyone like that. I have my kids. I've been married forever. I'm really not trying to jump back into that life anymore at all. I would be very content to seriously be by myself and just like doing what I do now. But it ain't much. And I'm happy with that. If anything, it's like less pressure. You have somebody just looking at you all the time, like, you want to do this? You want to do... No, I don't want to do not one thing. You know, I really don't. So,
not a one thing.
Not a one thing.
Not a one.
And plus, like, I'm still kind of like struggling with my illness, so someone definitely has to understand that part of it. No guilt trips. Not trying to tell me I can do more than what I can do. I know what I can do. I've lived with this for 30 years. I know how much to push myself. I'm definitely not one to give up at all. I push constantly. So I say I can't do it. I really can't do it, because I very rarely say those words. And encouraging is nice, but pressuring and guilt trips and all that, it has to be someone that understands the illness. And I'm sure there's not many that do. So I come with a whole lot of qualifications that I'm looking for. But the matchmaker. So did we saw the whole thing, right? How many episodes? Was it like 10?
10, I think.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It ended kind of like up in the air, because did anyone ever meet anyone? It was
only
just kind
one
of like the
person
process.
got. Yeah. So yeah, I think there's definitely left. They definitely left on a weird note. So hopefully season 2 comes soon, because they left on a weird note.
Yeah, I know. I hope season 2 does come. But yeah, I thought that was...
Sarah, I'm not in a hurry to find someone. I'm young and I watch too many crime shows.
I know, right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm open. I'm just not pressing the matter.
Yeah. And life is like such in a weird place. Like we've all really have gone through so much with this. Like the world is not like how we once knew it. So we have to readjust to our new normal. Will it ever get back to normal? You know. So that's a whole nother process.
True.
You know, working our way through this is something that's so abnormal.
Mm-hmm.
But no, like mentally, I feel like I'm in a good place. I mean, maybe just me venting tonight might sound like I'm holding grudge and I'm bitter and all that. I'm truly not. Like, I just really, my concentration and my focus is really my mobility on a daily basis. I really cannot really be thinking about anybody else. I think it's tragic. I think it's sad. I say that all the time. I do not deny it. I'm shocked, blindsided, all of that. But I do not wake up every morning saying, "Oh gosh, like." You know, what am I going to do today? How am I going to get back? Like, I don't think enough about that. I'm just kind of like letting it ride itself out. And, you know, what can I do, really?
Mm. Should we end the night with some Would You Rather questions?
Why not?
Girl, because I bought the game and you know there's more questions.
We got to show them our other fun game that we've been doing, though, on our devices with the water sort game.
The water sort
so
game.
much fun. I found this game. Like, I got an app. It's called Water Sort, where it has like maybe like 6 or 7 vials in all the different colors in the vial, and you have to pour one color into another. I mean, it's so much fun. And at the end, of course, each vial has to have that color in it. So I got hooked on it the other day. I got you hooked on it. You downloaded the app on yours, and so now we're gonna have like a Water Sort playoff. But you have to catch up to me.
Girl.
I'm up at level 77. I think that goes to show how much I've been playing it.
These were not pre-picked.
Exactly, Farrah. This 2 shall pass. Everything has a season. So true. Exactly. Yep. Hurt but not bitter. Seriously not. And not interested in dating again because not because I'm bitter. I think all men are horrible. No, I think I love me some men. I think men are wonderful, but I don't necessarily want one for myself right now.
I love me some men. I love me some men.
I do. But yeah, nope. I'll say that for all y'all out there. Thank you, Kelsey. There's nothing wrong with reflecting. Yeah, it helps me make sense out of something that made no sense to me. So, that's just where I'm at now.
Oh, this is funny.
You want to pick the best one?
Yeah, girl. Hold on. I like these 2 too. Hold on, I'm picking a few.
All right.
I have to.
Love this busted game.
Girl,
so
I
much.
do.
I know you do.
Girl.
Would you rather?
Girl, listen. Girl, I spent my money.
I know you did.
We gonna get this game.
But I'm sitting here with so Kelsey T. So I'm glad that things are like working out for you. So I know a couple of weeks ago or months ago you were talking about that, you know, the situation with your relationship and, you know, getting family involved and all that. So I'm glad like yours is able to be worked out and talked through, and that's really what it is. That's what I always say, communication is really everything. If you don't have communication or someone that's open to getting better and you both are willing to admit there's a problem here and we both contribute to that, because how could you not? Like, to me that would be the biggest turnoff if I met someone and they were married, and I'm sure I'll run into like lots of those if I want to start dating. There'll be plenty of people because our ages, and so. But if someone's going to start pointing the finger at like their wife, oh my God, that would be such a turn off, red flag. I'd say there's no way in the world you could be married for any length of time, and everything is the wife's fault. To me, like, start putting your purse together, getting your coat because this person's a problem.
Girl, not the purse.
Yeah, like I would love somebody to say, yeah, you know, I loved my wife and it just didn't work out. I was devastated. It took me a while to get past it, but you know, I'm past it. But no, it was rough, you know. She was at fault, I was at fault. But if you are gonna sit there like a big tattletale and just dog her out, I'm a wife, like I've been a wife, I know what it's like. There's no way in the world you can be married for any length of time and not both take part in the deterioration of the marriage. There's just no way.
Yeah.
So that'd be a big, huge
purse and coat.
Purse, coat, shoes, boots.
Okay.
Get the ballet? Yep.
Girl.
Okay. Okay.
Congratulations, Maddie. She says, I got a job after being out of work for a year. Yay.
Wow, that's great.
That's awesome. All right. Pick your poison. All right. Pick your poison. Constantly feel like you're covered in ants or have a chronic runny nose.
Oh my gosh. Awful. Well, then I want to lose it. Thank you, Rare Jam. She said my hair looks good tonight. All right. I can't take the crawling of the ants.
I'm going with the runny nose.
But it's constantly running, so it's still kind of almost like crawling down, like.
But I could wipe it, and then it would start again. But I could wipe it again.
But you could flick away like the ants, couldn't you?
No, it says constantly feel like you're covered in ants.
Okay.
But why would you want to feel like stuff is crawling all over you all the time?
I know. Oh my gosh, I can't.
I'm going with the nose, and I'll just walk around with a box of tissues all the time. But can you imagine if you're kissing somebody and like your nose is running?
That's it's gross.
Great. Stuff tissues in your nostril, right? Behind your mask, no one will be able to see.
Oh, thank you, Curly Rebel. That's so sweet. I don't have MS, but I can empathize. Oh, thank you.
All right. Pick your poison. Girl, bless it. Pick your poison. Ride a really intense roller coaster 100 times in a row at turbo speed, or be locked in an insane asylum until you can prove your sanity.
I'll settle it on into the same time because I'll never be able to prove my sanity. It'll just keep just being a never-ending problem. But you said a roller coaster?
Yeah, so either ride a really intense roller coaster 100 times in a row at turbo speed, or be locked in an insane asylum until you can prove your sanity.
I am so not a roller
Said,
coaster
lock
person.
me up, girl. I don't want to go into an insane asylum.
Yeah, you guys always did that kind of stuff, the roller coasters. I have never enjoyed roller coasters at all.
No.
When I was a teenager, I tried to be with the kids that were doing it, and I would be trembling in the line. Everyone's just like, woohoo, they couldn't wait to get on, and let's get in the way back, or let's get in the way front of hands. Oh my gosh, I was, it's so, I don't even like little hills, like when we were at Disneyland and we went to
Oh my gosh.
Pirates of the Caribbean,
Yeah.
that first little hill. Once I got past that first hill, I was okay.
Remember when Adam was younger and we went to like some like fair or something and you got on like the kiddie coaster with them? It was like, we went somewhere, it was literally a kiddie coaster. Like there was like you got off and your head was
I need to be escorted off the ride. I
You
did.
did.
Well, that probably could have been the beginning of something with my MS, maybe my equilibrium, girl.
Girl, you had to be escorted off the kiddie coaster.
I did, because it was horrible. I do not like roller coasters. I never did.
Girl.
Hated it. Or anybody that lives like on the East Coast and anywhere near New York went to Playland, that dragon coaster. Oh my gosh, never, ever, ever. I hated that thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Pick your poison. Live in the desert without air conditioning, or be unable to chew with your mouth closed.
That's gross.
Girl, what are you picking? You gonna be out there in the desert with no air conditioning, or be unable to chew with your mouth closed? Can you imagine sitting at lunch with people just?
I did when I was in grammar school. She always had egg salad sandwiches.
It's disgusting. Well, I did in 5th grade. The girl loved mashed potatoes, and she would just eat the mashed potatoes with her mouth open. Like, I can't unsee it.
I know, right? Yes, everyone can chew.
People don't want to be hot. They're saying they'd rather chew with their mouth open.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's...
I'll eat alone.
Right? Okay. That's a remedy. Okay.
Someone sent the desert. I'm sorry, despise the heat. Chew so people can leave me alone.
And I'd ask for any food.
Alright. Ready?
Yeah.
Alright, pick your poison. Be unable to use the following words. The, and, to, be, and of. Or be unable to throw anything away.
Wow.
What would our sentences? Thank you, lovely art!
Wow, thank you.
What a fun number. 2356.
I know, what does it stand for?
It's a fun number. Be unable to use the following words. The, and, to, be, of.
Wear my mask while I eat.
Or be unable to throw anything away.
You know, I am forever throwing things away. I love throwing things away. And what's the other one? Oh, and
be unable to words. Yeah, be unable to use the words the, and, to, be, and of. Those are major words.
That's hard, and as much as I like to talk,
you said that's hard, and as much as so you would say
that's
right hard as much as I like to talk.
How many of those words? I already
the,
used
and, to, be, of.
Yeah, but I already said as much as I like and as much, so I already used and to talk. I said.
Girl.
Yeah, I already blew it. Yeah.
Limited vocabulary. Here I come.
And I always tell you I have a vast vocabulary.
Girl.
So,
hate clutter and confusion. Yeah,
yes.
I would take the words away because I can't have clutter. If I have clutter, like it makes me feel cluttered.
Yeah.
It makes my life feel cluttered. Like I need clean spaces.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. We're having a great big spring cleaning.
Spring. We're ready for the spring cleaning. All right, last round.
Okay.
Pick your poison.
Oh, that's smart sign language. Okay.
Have an irremovable 2-foot-long tail, or eat the last meal you had for every meal for the rest of your life. Girl, I could do that because you just made some fire rice and some vegetables, so I would have the rice and vegetables every single day.
Really?
I could do that.
Like, I really chopped them all today. Like, to me, like, I'm sick of them now, so that's going to be the end of that little vegetable thing that we've done for a few weeks. So...
Really? You're not going to do it anymore?
Well, not that I'll never do it again, but we've been...
You're sick of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's the easiest, simplest thing to do. We've been doing it for...
I feel you, because I had it yesterday for dinner, then I had it for lunch, and then I had it for dinner, and then I had it for lunch.
We gotta come up with something to do. But I do like the spaghetti squash and the sauce. We could do another one of those.
That was good.
Yeah.
What's your last meal then? Those of you who are saying meal, what's the meal you're gonna have for the rest of your life?
Or what's our other option?
Have an irremovable 2-foot-long tail. You'd have a tail, girl. It's 2 feet long.
Like Dougie?
Like Dougie, yeah. You'd have a tail. 2 feet long. Irremovable. You can't get rid of it. Or you can eat them vegetables for every day for the rest of your life.
I'll have the tail, I think. It's just behind me, right?
Girl, but the... Wait, what do people say?
Pizza, busted pizza bagels for dinner. I'm a foodie. I love eating different things, okay?
Seafood. Same meal. I'll doctor it up. Pizza.
Salad. I ate the heat.
I'll make the tail look cute.
My same meal, I'll doctor it up.
Ooh, last meal, vegetable fried rice with spicy honey mustard wings.
What was it that?
Teriyaki shrimp, rice, and broccoli. I think I choose the tail. I love food too much. Corned beef and cabbage.
And the tail, but a rabbit's tail.
Fish and shrimp fried rice. We got a lot of rice going on the timeline.
Know.
We ate rice tonight too. I have more than enough balance issues. Same meal, here I come. Maybe the tail might balance you out. It's like a third leg,
it
right?
might like pull me back.
Why am I thinking of like a dinosaur tail?
I don't know.
I don't know.
So it's like a third leg.
It's like a third leg.
Prime rib. Hey, your hair's super cute.
Thank you.
It is. I know. So what are you gonna decide to do? Are you gonna cut it or are you gonna let it grow?
I'm letting it grow.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Back to like long again?
Yeah, I want to see other phases of it. So like, or stages. So like, this is a new stage. Every time it grows, it's a new stage. So yeah, I want to let it grow out.
So the last time you got a cut was
September.
Wow. Okay. So it's been how many, like 6 months at least? October, November, December, January, February, March. Yes, 6 months exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I always say it takes about 2 years to me, like, to get shoulder length.
Okay. Like, can you imagine a shoulder length hair?
I know. It'll be nice and healthy and all even. A cattail.
Cattail. Ooh, prime rib. All right, guys. Is there any other business? Oh, can you repeat the Wednesday event on
YouTube?
What do you mean? Can we repeat it? Repeat what it is, or can we do it on YouTube? But yeah, again, we will be on Curl Mix Wash Day Wednesday.
Wait, they mean what? To take that, like, the video and put it on?
Or can we do it on YouTube?
Can you go? I was thinking, can you go live?
Can you go live on YouTube?
Here we are live on YouTube.
Hi. I know we've never done our hair on
I
live.
know, right? We haven't.
Yeah, we'll see how Wednesday goes, and then we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll
I know.
see.
I know.
All right, guys, I'm winding down.
Definitely.
Any other business that needs to be discussed? Does my hair feel healthier since the big chop? Absolutely. Yes. Is it going to be on YouTube? No, it's going to be on Facebook. So they do their wash day Wednesdays on Facebook. So if you have a you go to Facebook and you put in Curl Mix, they have a page and it'll be on there. Wednesday at 7 o'clock Central Time. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, okay. All right, good night. Love you all. Lori, I sent the Xmas in 2019. Okay. But like I know, I never know who's new and who isn't. Who else did I see here? Jada. Wait, Bossy. It's the big Christmas box? That white one with the red? Is that the one?
The one that's decor now?
I know.
It's
I know.
Christmas decor every year now? Doggy's birthday, I was late tonight. Doggy's birthday is March 29th. He'll be 2. My sweet boy, guys, you should see him. He's like sprawled out on the floor. He's so cuteness.
Any travel plans for the summer?
Not that I know of at the moment. That's becoming some manny. Anybody get stimulated?
Right?
I haven't yet. You did. Because you have direct deposit. I don't. So me and Spencer are still waiting.
I know. Yeah, it was a good day on the farm.
Anybody get stimmies? Stimmies.
What's live on his birthday? I know we were thinking about it, but I asked my mom yesterday. I said, we're going to be coming over to your house for his party. I think that would make her happy.
Yeah, he's having his birthday party on location.
Yeah.
She said yes, the round.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Show us all the goodies.
Yes. Yep. Where's in the closet?
I
right?
think it's in your closet.
Yes, and I use it now for this year's Christmas. All my special, beautiful, like the ones that I got from Target, like the Hearth and Home ones, and it's still, I mean, excellent quality. Love that box so much. It's become part of the decor. Love it. Love that box. And what was in it initially, all the cute things that were in it. It was just such a blessing that Christmas.
It was.
A beautiful gift, and I knew I'd never put it away, and I didn't. Yeah, right cheer.
Their box is so you.
It is, right?
All right, guys. It has been fun.
Yep, Stimmy Live, kick it, right?
Oh, they can sign them and do the mail outs anytime now. We want ours too. Those that get them mailed.
Yeah.
Wow, we gotta wait.
Oh, thank you, lovely art. Everyone has so many nice things to say. You know, we love doing this. It means as much to us as it probably does to you guys. So
It does. This was nice.
Yeah, appreciate you guys showing up, sticking around,
Showing out.
being a part of our lives, and the good and the bad and
The busted.
the busted. Yeah.
Miss Mel, you know.
Okay.
And on that note.
Yeah.
Alrighty. It's been fun. Good night, Mad Curls fam.
You need to end doggy. And who's that? And doggy.
And doggy.
Oh, leave my person.
Doggy, you ready to go night night?
Yeah, stay safe, everyone.
You ready to go night night? I know you're already night night, but you ready to go night night? You want to come say good night to the people? Can I come scrape you up off the floor?
Oh, he was lifting his head. He's like, oh my gosh, he's so cute.
You are. Just look at your face is flat because you've been sleeping on the floor.
I'll say good night.
Come here. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh.
All right, don't become dead weight. I'm gonna try to pick you up.
Yo, sweet. Come here, baby.
Oh my god. Oh, I know. Oh my god.
Goodness,
He's so
sweet.
sleepy. Okay.
Such a baby.
Okay.
Tell people the cute name we heard today.
Oh my gosh, I was watching TikTok and I saw a dog that looked just like Doggy and his name was Noodles. I'm like, Noodles! I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Noodles.
Noodles.
You want a brother named Noodles?
Noodles. Oh,
I swear he understands us.
he's falling asleep.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Say goodbye.
Your mama's sweet boy. Doggy. Guys, I love doggy so much. He's my baby.
I know. And so those are still out together. So Tay made me this shirt 2 years ago, and March is Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. So tonight I thought I would wear it. I mean, you're so creative, girl. But she surprised me. So you know how what ribbons do they have? I think lupus is purple, MS is orange. So she did this one right here for me.
Girl, better model.
Cute. I have another one. Let me show you the other one. The other one's cute. I don't know if I'll wear it next week, but anyway, let me show it to you because it's so cute. I like the way we did this one.
Oh, sleepy. I know, you're a sleepy boy. We're going to night soon.
We go night night, baby.
Me and doggy fall asleep to I Love Lucy every night.
How the M like S. I think that's so cute. She did all of this herself. I thought that was so sweet.
Oh, big young.
So that one we have.
He's cuddling like a human. He is. Me and him.
He is,
Me and him
right?
spoon at night and in the morning. We go to sleep cuddling. We wake up in the morning and we cuddle.
Sweet baby.
He takes up the entire bed.
He does.
He sleeps sideways. He'll sleep right on my back because if he can't just move over. Sometimes he'll like to sleep under the covers on a pillow. This morning I woke up and he was curled up on a pillow.
Yeah.
Am I going to night? You tired? Yeah. I know. I know. Mama knows.
He'll spin me yet.
Mama
Kind of like a human.
Are we yawning? Oh, thank you. Okay, the contour.
Contour.
I love you too.
I know. We never thought like we would love a dog so much. I mean, I know people did. I never understood like people's dogs passing and and the emotion around it. But I mean, that was really the best thing that we did in 2020. It was 2020, right? We got it in 2019.
2019.
2019. You'll be two. Yeah. That was the best thing.
He's so sleepy.
But definitely couldn't do it without the kids living here with me. I'm like, girl, see, I'm saying, like, I'm trying to find another word for kids without my children living here with me, okay? Because he is a lot of work.
We do good with him during the day though.
Yeah,
So
I do.
I work and I drop him off in the morning. We call it doggy daycare. So I walk across the hall and I'm like, okay, doggy. Like basically, he'll jump on my mom's bed and he'll curl up and he'll hang out all day.
He can feel like my vibe. He knows that we're not going to be doing much that day. That I rest my nerves during the day. And he just kind of like goes with the flow. Sometimes he gets active, but there's not really any place for him to go, really, just in his room. Good luck, having fun, by yourself, because, I'm not having him roam all around the house or up and down the stairs, because I can't necessarily go up and down the stairs and, like, really catch him, so I want him to be safe. So, we're in here. We do paint and crayons.
I know, I come home, I'm like, did you color?
Nope, no coloring today.
You playing the sandbox?
Nope, not that.
I got a daycare activity. You're so tired. I know. All right. He's like, Mom, you're dragging it.
All right, guys.
All right. Go get your toys. We're gonna go next door, okay? We're gonna blanket. Go get all your toys.
There's still people still answering the
We're
questions,
leaving.
girl. Chew with mouth open.
Oh, girl.
I need air just to answer the questions. How far behind is that? So funny.
I know. He's like, you said we're going to sleep. Okay, I'm
I
coming.
know. We're going.
All right.
Okay,
He's
we're
waiting by
saying
the door.
goodbye.
Like, let's go.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next
And
time.
thank you for all the super chats. That's really made a difference the last couple of weeks. We appreciate that. I mean, it makes it more fun. Like, I mean, come regardless. But like we did for how many years? Like 3 years. But it's fun to do it now, and it makes us.
When there's the Manny.
Yeah. Right.
Manny, like the episode of Lucy, like, and how we discussed the subject of payment, and Lucy was like, huh? She was like, money? Guys, we love Lucy. I saw somebody said they have all the seasons of Lucy, so do we. Like, we quote Lucy every single day in some way, shape, or form. I love Lucy so much. So funny. All right. Again, I keep saying this. Guys, have a great night. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.